na. Minsan, kapag halimbawang umulan at wala kang dalang payong, sabihin sa'yo, Girl Scout ko pa man, di ka naman handa, di ba? Nasasabihan tayo ng ganyan. Kaya dapat ay laging handa. Okay, next po. Ayan. So, pinagdiriwang natin ang Thinking Day o yung ang kanin joint birthday ni Robert Baden-Powell at ni Lady Olave on February 22. So, lahat po yan sa buong mundo. Pag February 22 po, lahat ng mga Scouters sineselebrate ang Thinking Day. Okay, next po. Ayan. Yan po ang ating World Trefoil. Ayan. The trefoil used on the World Badge is a unifying symbol of the World Association of the Girl Guides and the Girl Scout or WAGs. Okay? May nagsasalita po ba? Okay. Ayan, yung makikita yan sa ating World Tin. Okay? Next po. Ayan, ating yan palang World Badge. So the World Badge was adopted in 1946 at the 11th WAGs World Conference held in France. It may be worn by all members of the movement, girls and adults. Ayan po yung ating World Pin or World Badge. Okay, next po. Ayan, meron din po tayong World Flag. Ayan. So, ginagamit po natin yan. It is used at the World Centers, the World Bureau, WAGs gatherings, and by all member organizations. Okay, next po. Okay, good turn. Okay, so the first step towards service to community, the will and the ability of Girl Guides and Girl Scout to help their fellow whenever the opportunity arises. Diba? Service tayo. Nagbibigay tayo good turn. Okay? Next po. Okay, our sign or salute. Okay? Sa Boy Scout, salute nila, three din ang kanila, ang ganito rin ang kanilang symbol, pero ang Girl Scout sa gilid lang. Hindi tayo sa kilay natin nilalagay, no? Nakaganon lang po tayo pag nag-salute. So Girl Guides and Girl Scout all over the world use the sign to salute and greet one another. Okay. Left handshake. Okay. So use left handshake. Left handshake is used by Girl Guides and Girl Scout to easily recognize the true Scout. So kapag meron mga friends tayo Scouters, left handshake tayo at as a panglahinan dyan, ang left daw ay nasa puso. Diba? Ayan, malapit sa puso. Kaya ginagamit natin ang ating left handshake. Okay, next po. Okay, world song. Okay, isa sa mga assignment ninyo mamaya ay pakinggan natin ang world song sa YouTube. The song constitutes an important link for Girl Guides and Girl Scouts all over the world. It was first published in Denmark in 1952. Okay. So, ayan po mamaya pakinggan natin kung paano kaganda yung ating world song. Okay, next po. Association of Girl Guides and Girl Scouts. Ayan. Yan yung tinatawag na ang tawag dito, World Association of Girl Guides and Girl Scouts or WAGs. Okay. Next po. So WAGs aims to engage and empower girls so that young women so that they can make a difference in their communities. Diba? Okay, next po. What are the vision of the WAGs? All girls are valued and take action to change the world. Medyo mabigat, no? Change the world agad. Okay, next po. Mission. So the mission of the WAGs is to enable girls and young women to develop their fullest potential as responsible citizens of the world. Okay, next po. Okay. We have the World Association of Girl Guides and Girl Scouts composed of 5 regions. The Africa, the Arab, Asia Pacific, the Europe, and the Western Hemisphere. Okay, next po. Ayan, so may color coding, no? Africa is blue, Arab green, Asia Pacific blue-green, Europe pink, and Western Hemisphere is orange. Okay, next po. Okay, we have 4 world centers. The world centers offer programs and activities for all ages and are open to visitors both inside and outside girls guiding and girl scouting movement. Okay. Ayan. Tingnan po natin kung ano itong mga world centers na ito. Next, tita. Ayan. Arcabana in Mexico, our chalet in Switzerland, Pax Lodge in London, Sangam in India, and Kusafiri in Africa. Okay, next po. Bali 5 na po pala, no? Ayan po yung our chalet in Switzerland. Ayan. Pakaganda po. Sana makabisita tayo dyan. Ang ating mga leaders po na meron mang nakapunta na po dyan. Si Tita Malu po yata, nakapunta na dyan si Tita Malu. Diba? Okay, next po. Saka si Tita Angie. Arcabana in Mexico. Ayan po, sa Mexico naman. Okay, next po. Yan, Sangam in India. Po. Next po. Pax Lodge in Europe or London. Okay. Next po. Kusafiri, ayan, in Africa. Next po. Ayan. We have the World Board. WAGS is governed. Yes, Tita Angie, may additional po kayo? Nag-pop up lang si Tita Angie. Okay, WAGS is governed by World Board made up of active girl guiding and girl scouting members from around the world. Okay, next, Tita. Okay, we have the 5 regional chairs elected by each region at the regional conferences held every 3 years, and other World Board members are democratically elected at the World Conference by all member organizations. Okay, next po. Okay lang po ba yung bilis ko? Hindi naman masyadong mabilis. So, ayan. The World Board appoints its own committees and ratifies the regional committees. It also allocates specific duties to working groups, task group, and ad hoc groups and individuals. The chair and the chief executive are entitled to sit on any of the WAGS committees and groups in an ex officio capacity. Okay. Next, Tita. Ayan. So, Girl Scout of the Philippines is a member of the Asia Pacific Region, World Association of Girl Guides, and Girl Scouts. Okay. Next po. Opo, kanina may bali 5 na po yung World Center natin. Okay, so WAGS Asia Pacific Regional Committee, eto po sila, si Brownie Nuge ang chair from Australia, Catherine Ann Charcos po yung vice chair natin from the Philippines. We have the committee members Aya Inaura, Japan, Maya Tuana Basu ng Nepal, Champaka Malin Pahami ng Malaysia, Gimhani Prartana Riyanage ng Sri Lanka. Okay. As of June 2021 po to. Ayan po. Okay, next, Tita. So, scouting is not an abstruse or difficult science. Rather, it is a jolly game if you take it in the right light by Robert Baden-Powell. Ayan. Sana po kahit na ganun ka dinaanan natin ng 5 basic essential, ay meron po tayong natutunan dito. Okay po? Ayan, meron naman ako. Okay. So, kanina po, sabi ko, ano na lang po tayo, mabilis lang po na sa chat box, ilagay po natin ang ating mga kasagutan. Okay po? Chat po tayo, no? Sa chat box natin. Teka. Ayan. So, ilagay po natin yung unang tanong, pero nasagot na natin yun kanina. The founder of Scouting is Robert Baden-Powell. Okay. Now, ito na ikalawa. Who is the World Chief Guide? Okay, sino po kaya ang makakasagot? Pa-type na lang po. Tingnan ko kung sino yung una kong makikita. Ayan, from Tita Avelina. Nako, active talaga si Tita Avelina. Olab Baden-Powell. Thank you, Tita. Okay, next. What are the 4 signposts of girl guiding? Tingnan ko nga po kung sinong mauunang makasagot. What are the 4 signposts of girl guiding? Meron po bang nakatanda o nakapag-take down notes? What are the 4 signposts? Okay? Pa-type na lang po sa, ayan. Handcraft, intelligent, health, handcraft, and service. Thank you, Tita Avelina. Nako, active talaga si Tita Avelina and Tita Maria Consuelo. Ayan, Tita Con. Okay. Number 4. What are the 5 basic essential? Okay, pakilagay po sa chat box. What are the 5 basic essentials? Sino pong nakakatanda? Yun yung kadiscuss natin na 5 na sunod-sunod po. Okay, sana po may nakatanda. Hinihintay ko po ang inyong kasagutan. Ayan. Meron na po ba? Naku, wala pang nakakatanda. Kung sino-sino, ano-ano kaya. Ayan, thank you. Si Tita Edna Escano. Ay, nauna pala si Tita Arlene. Ayan, dumarating na. Medyo na-delay lang na traffic, no? Sa ating internet. Ayan, ang sumagot ay si Tita Arlene ng Pasay City West High School. Promise and Law, Patrol System, International Friendship, Batchwork, and Out of Doors. Thank you, Tita Arlene. At marami pang sumunod sa kanya. Ayan, thank you po sa pagsagot. Ayan, marami pang sumunod sa kanya. Okay, next po, ayan, pipili tayo dyan sa 5, no? Which of basic essentials provides the fundamental principles of girl guiding? Ito yung lagi nating nare-recite. Okay, dahil ito ay ating guide, diba? Fundamental principles. Ano kaya po ito? Okay, sagot po tayo. Sa chat box na lang po. Ayan, ako, dami na pala agad sagot, no? Ang nakasagot ay si Tita Maricar, si Tita Mary Joy ng, ayan, di nakita yung, ayan. So, thank you, Tita Mary Joy, at marami pang sumagot. Salamat po. And then, which of the 5 basic essential is a method of getting things done through shared leadership and responsibilities? Ano po kaya ito? It is a system o a method of getting things done. Ano kaya po ito? Thank you for the answer. Ayan, ang dami na palang naka-answer. Tita Legaspina, thank you po. Ayan, salamat. May nakaalala sa Tita Ednes Camilo. Siya yung unang nakasagot. Okay? And the next one is, which of the 5 essentials is a process where girls carry out the Girl Scout program? Ito yung makikita natin sa sash na kanilang ginagawa. Anong tawag po natin dito? Process. Tingnan ko po kung may nakasagot. Ayan, si Tita Rose Lizzie, badge work. Thank you po, Tita Rose. Ayan, maraming nakasagot. Talagang nakinig sila. Thank you po. And what are the, so hindi na po pala 4. Sorry, nagkamali si Tita. What are the 4 World Center of Girl Scout in the world? Okay, ano yan? Ako, ready si Tita Analea. Thank you, Tita Analea. Ayan, Cabanya, Chalet, Sangam, Pax Lodge, and Kusafiri. Thank you, Ma'am Tita Lea. And then, what is the meaning of WADS? Ayan, ako, nakasagot agad si Tita Edna. Ang galing-galing naman ni Tita Edna. Talagang active sa recitation. Ayaw magpatalo. And then, yung last po, ay iwan ko na po sa inyo yan. Huwag nyo na i-type kasi gusto ko pang pag-isipan natin yan. Sa isang malinis na papel, mamaya. Kasi po, baka makulangan tayo ng time. What is your best takeaway in this session? Pakisulat na lang po. And then, how will you share this information to your future patrol. Kasi hahawak po tayo ng troop pala.
Nandito ako.
Future groups. Okay? So, yun po yung ating gagawin. So, dito na po nagtatapos ang session ko. Thank you po and good morning. Salamat po sa inyong pakikinig. Tita Lisette?
Yes.
Thank you po.
Yan. Okay. So, thank you po, Tita Mercury. Talaga naman punong-puno ang ating kaalaman ngayon, no? Yan. So, thank you po. Nasa very informative discussion. So, Ma'am Mercury, magbe-break po muna tayo? Or proceed po tayo sa next? Ay, open, naka-close po ang mic, ma'am.
Siguro, Tita, mag-5-minute water break po muna para sa ating mga participants. Okay.
Ayan po.
Sige, Tita Chi,
Mercury.
timer na lang po natin, Tita Ichi, papa-timer na lang ng 5 minutes bago tayo susunod kay Tita Joy Bobadilla. Ready na po, Tita Joy? Nandiyan na ba siya, Tita Lisette? Okay.
Yes, ready na po si Tita Joy.
Okay. Sige, 5-minute break po. Okay, Tita Lisette? Ready ka na ba?
Ready na po, Tita Mercury. Okay. So, let's proceed na po. So, Tita Joy, so to discuss to us about the Girl Scouting in the Philippines, let us welcome the very dedicated Tita Georgina C. Bobadilla. A virtual clap, please. Good morning, Tita Joy.
Good morning. Lang po kasi yung camera ko. Teka lang po ha. Lisette.
Yes,
Ano na po
Tita
ba
Joy.
ako? Nakikita po ba ako?
Di pa po.
Hala, what's happening? Yung pato. Kanina okay naman eh. Sa isa, hindi pa rin. Tita Lisette, kindly check.
Yes, wala pa rin po, Tita Joy.
Ganun. Dalawang laptop na gamit ko. As in. Okay na po ba?
Wala pa rin, Tita Joy. So, pero naririnig ka naman po namin. Siguro, ano na lang
Tita
natin.
Joy, pwede naman siguro audio na lang muna pansamantala kung hindi kaya ng camera. Thank you, Tita
Oo
Joy.
nga, dalawa na yung ano ko eh. Dalawang laptop na gamit ko.
Okay.
Wait lang po ah.
Now recording situation.
So loading pa rin siya ng loading.
So, yun daw, Tita Joy, pwede daw pong audio na lang po daw po muna.
Okay, so sige. So bear with me kasi yung camera ka medyo ano na. So good morning everyone. So my name is Georgina Bobadilla. You can call me Tita Joy. And my topic is about Girl Scouting in the Philippines. Next slide, please. Next po, ma'am. Okay, so in here, we will know how did Girl Scouting start in the Philippines. Next slide, please. Okay, so in 1917 to 1918, the American Army and Navy families in various parts of the Philippines organized troops which were registered directly with the Girl Scouts of the USA. So these troops led to more lone troops such as the Red Rose Troop in Davao in 1918, Capiz in 1926, Mountain Province in 1928, and Leyte in 1932. So several of these lone troops were organized by missionaries. So USA talaga yung nag ano sa atin, nag-introduce ng scouting. Okay, so next slide po. Okay, so here's a picture of the Red Rose Troop of Davao in 1918. So tingnan niyo mga titas, yung ating uniform. Ayan po siya. So ito yung po yung Red Rose Troop. And next slide po. Okay, ito naman po yung Girl Scouts of Capiz in 1926. Medyo iba din po yung kanilang uniform. Next slide. And here's the picture of Girl Scout of Mountain Province in 1928. So, nagbago ang uniform po ulit. And last but not the least, next slide please, is the Girl Scouts of Leyte, which is organized in 1932. Okay, so next slide please. So, Cephallianis Escoda is the founder of Girl Scouting movement in the Philippines. So, saan nyo titas makikita si Cephallianis Escoda? Saang bill? Sa ating pera. Palagay na lang po sa ano. Okay, thank you po. From Tipa S, 1,000 peso bill. Good job. So, makikita natin talaga siya sa 1,000 peso bill. Okay, next slide please. Thank you po mga tita. Okay, so Cephallianis Escoda left together with Pilar Hidalgo Lim, right? The executive director and president, respectively, of the National Federation of Women Council and FWC, pushed the idea of organizing Girl Scouting in the Philippines. So silang dalawa po talaga ang nag-isip na mag-organize ng Girl Scouting of the Philippines. So next slide please. Okay, so Cephallianis Escoda, through the initiative of Boy Scouts of the Philippines, was sent to the USA to take up Girl Scouting training courses. So she also observed guiding in Europe. So yung initiative po talaga ng Boy Scouts ang nagpadala kay Cephallianis Escoda doon po sa USA. Okay, yes po. Okay, so in 1939, Cephallianis Escoda presided over the organizational meeting of the Girl Scouts of the Philippines, or the GSP, at the famous Tea Party after her Girl Scout training with Girl Scouts of the USA and observation tour in Europe. So ito po yung nasa picture po is sa Europe po yan. Okay, next slide please. Okay, so in December 12, 1939, National Central Committee was organized, composed of women volunteers with ages 20 to 25 years. An advisory committee was also organized, composed of older women. So noon pa pala, mayroon na din po sila yung mga senior citizens na pwede pong i-ano po sa Girl Scout, na mag-register sa Girl Scout. Katulad po ngayon, mayroon din po tayong ganyan na nag-organize din po tayo ng ganyan na mga older women para ma-register as member of Girl Scouts of the Philippines. Okay, next slide please. Okay, so after the organization, here are the officers, elected officers. First is Helena Z. Benetes, Chairman, National Central Committee. And the second is Concepcion R. Gonzalez, Chairman, Advisory Committee, and our founder, Jose Fallanes Escoda, National Executive Director. Next slide, please. Okay, so here are the young members of the National Central Committee. So dati yung pagsalute pala natin ay talagang parang sa Boy Scout pa. Diba? Pero ngayon pinago na po natin. Okay, so next slide please. So in May 26, 1940, GSP was chartered under the Commonwealth Act number 542 during the administration of President Manuel L. Quezon. So ayun po yung ating flag. And the next, okay na po tita. Okay, so in March 22, 1941, the first National Girl Scout Rally was held at the Manila Grand Opera House. It drew more members to the organization. About 3,000 members were registered in 1941, but all record was destroyed during the World War II. So ito na po yung pre-World War II po. Okay, and the next slide please. Okay, during the World War II, GSP had to stop its formal operation but vowed to continue its service to a nation in travail. So kahit po nagkakagulo na, so tumutulong pa rin po tayo. Hindi po na-stop yung ating Girl Scouting movement. Okay, next slide please. Okay, so spurred by GSP's leader, Jose Fallanes Escoda, Girl Scouts were afforded the rare opportunity close cam. Okay po, Tita Ana May. Black screen. Okay po, pasensya na po. Okay. So again, spurred by GSP's leader, Jose Fallanes Escoda, Girl Scouts were afforded the rare opportunity by rendering signal service to the country. So, hindi po tayo, yun nga sinasabi ko kanina, hindi po tayo nag-stop kahit worldwide na, magulo na. So, still pa rin tayo yung nagsisignal. Okay, tayo yung tumutulong tayo through rendering the signal service. Okay, next slide please. Okay, so in 1944 to 1945, the heroic underground work of Jose Fallanes Escoda angered the Japanese invaders, which led to her imprisonment and eventual death. So dito po sa taon na to, dito po siya namatay dahil sa nalaman ng mga Japanese invaders na may ginagawa pa si ating founder na si Jose Fallanes Escoda na pagtulong sa ating mga kababayan. Okay, so next slide please. So when Manila was liberated in 1945, Elvira Llanes, the younger sister of Jose Fallanes Escoda, informed the Girl Scouts of the USA of the death of her sister and requested their help to reorganize the GSP movement. The Girl Scouts of the USA responded promptly. So yung kapatid po ni Jose Fallanes Escoda na si Elvira Llanes, siya po yung nag-contact po doon nag-inform doon po sa Girl Scouts of USA na namatay na po ito yung ating founder. Tapos nag-request po siya na ma-organize po ulit. Na-approve naman po ng USA. Okay, next slide please. Okay, so after the war, enthusiasm was shown by many towards Girl Scouting. Reorganizational work was handled by both volunteers and staff. Next slide, please. So in September 1946, GSP was admitted as a tenderfoot member of the World Association of Girl Guides and Girl Scouts, or the WAGs, during the 11th WAG World Conference in France. So ito po yung taon kung kailan tayo na-admit, okay, sa WAGs po, noong 11th WAGs World Conference in France. Okay, next slide please. Okay, so GSP was accepted as a full member of World Association of Girl Guides and Girl Scouts, or the WAGs, during the 12th WAGs World Conference in New York, USA. So that was on August 1948. So dito tayo talaga naging fully accepted ng WAGs. Okay, next slide please. In bestowing honor of full WAGs membership to GSP, Lady Olaf, the World Chief Guide, said, You prove yourself to be playing this fine game of guiding and scouting just as well as the girls of all the many other nations who are already members of it. Okay, so next slide please. Okay, so in 1950s to 1970s, GSP had the distinction and privilege of hosting various international gatherings. So take note mga titas, international gatherings. In turn, GSP has always been represented at all World Conference of the World Association of Girl Guides and Girl Scouts, or the WAGs, various world trainings, conferences, international camps, and girl level gatherings, among others. So tayo na po ang nag-host. Okay, so next slide please. Okay, so in January 1957, GSP hosted the Regional Centenary World Camp at Concepcion R. Gonzalez National Program and Training Center in Novaliches, Quezon City. Okay, next slide please. Okay, so unveiling of Robert Baden-Powell's photo during the Regional Centenary World Camp to honor him on his 100th birthday. So ito po yung 100th birthday ni Robert Baden-Powell. Okay, next slide please. So in January 1961, GSP hosted the first Asian Trainers Conference at ating tahanan National Program and Training Center in Baguio City. So mga tita, sino na po nakapunta sa ating tahanan sa Baguio? Pa-comment naman po ako sa chat box. Meron na ba? Wow, si Tita Rose Lizelyn Nunez from Pasay City South High School. Nakapunta na po siya doon sa ating tahanan National Training Program sa Baguio. Okay, so thank you, Tita. Okay, next. Okay, in May 1965, the World Chief Guide Olaf Baden-Powell took the salute of more than 5,000 Girl Scouts at the Pasasalamat Rally held at the Luneta Park, fitting close to the year-long celebration of GSP's Silver Jubilee. Ayan po, pumunta po talaga dito ang ating World Chief Guide, si Lady Olaf Baden-Powell, para lang po tayo ay pagbigay siya ng salute sa ating 5,000 Girl Scouts. Imagine nyo yan, mga tita. Okay, so next. Okay, so here's the picture ng pasasalamat rally na naheld po sa Luneta Park. Imagine, ang dami po natin mga girls na nag-attend. Okay, next please. Okay, so in 1965, GSP was presented the Walter Donald Ross Trophy Award for the Outstanding Service Project rendered to the children of evacuees who were victims of the eruption of Taal volcano on September 28 to 30. So tumulong po tayo doon sa mga evacuees. So nabigyan po tayo ng award. Okay, so Walter Donald Ross Award. Okay, so next please. Okay, 1968, the GSP program called 11 Program Fields was extensively studied, evaluated, and reviewed, which led it to its revision. The revision was approved at the 11th National Council Convention. Full implementation of the revised program ensued. It was also called the 9 Program and Emphasis. So mamaya po may papaliwanag ko po sa inyo itong ating mga different programs. Okay, so next slide please. Okay, ayan po. So ito po yung 11 program fields. So the first one is the arts and craft. The second one is yung agriculture. The third one is community life. The fourth is health and safety. So 5 is homemaking. 6 is international friendship. 7 is literature and dramatics. 8 is music and dancing. 9 is nature. 10 is out of doors. 11 is sports and games. Next slide, please. So here are the 9 program emphasis. So first is God, family, and home. So as Girl Scout, syempre po inuna po natin ang Diyos, pamilya at yung ating tahanan. And then community service. So nagre-render din tayo ng community service sa ating mga community. So tinuturo po natin ito sa ating mga girls. And then social relations. Okay, so in-emphasis po dito kung paano tayo makipagkapwa. And then outdoor life. So tinuturo din po natin yung paano tayo makasurvive sa labas. Okay? And then international friendship. So as itas, pagka matin po kayo ng mga trainings, ng mga additional trainings, makaka-attend po kayo ng international friendships. Okay, then next is mental and physical health. So importante po ito, lalo na ngayon may COVID tayo. So ito po ay ini-emphasize po natin. And then next is creativity. So pinapalabas po natin ito sa mga bata. Inano natin kung gaano sila ka-creative sa kanilang sarili. And next is national culture. So pinaka-importante po ito natin na may paliwanag sa kanila yung ating kulturang Pilipino. And then citizen responsibility. So tinuturo po natin kung paano sila maging good citizen. Okay, next slide please. Okay, in June 2, 1975, Presidential Decree 720 authorizing the restructuring of GSP was signed in Malacanang by President Ferdinand E. Marcos. On the same occasion, First Lady Imelda R. Marcos took her oath as Chief Girl Scouts. So imagine yung mga tita, pati si First Lady Imelda R. Marcos ay naging Chief Girl Scouts. Okay, so in March 17, 1976, the new GSP Constitution and bylaws was ratified and confirmed by the President Marcos. Next slide, please. Okay, so in 1979 to 1981, di pa ko nito pinapanganak. Okay, so the organization actively participated in a special program for the International Year of the Child and involved an age level offering for the 4 to 6-year-old girls called Twinklers. So, ito po yung mga kinder pupils po natin, mga titas. So, ang tawag po sa kanila ay Twinklers. Okay, next slide please. Okay, on November 1986, Gsp, the official mascot of GSP, made its debut after a nationwide name a Girl Scout. contest was launched in cooperation with the pioneer Star Comics Magazine of Graphic Arts Services Incorporated. So ito po yung ating official mascot, si Gsp. So sino na sa mga tita nakakita kay Gsp? Paki-comment po ko sa comment box. Meron na ba mga titas? Ayun, si Tita Lisette. Naku, nagpa-picture na yan siya kay Gsp. Okay, so thank you, Tita Lisette. Okay, next slide, please. Okay, so in May 26, 1990, GSP celebrated its 50th year. Girl Scouts all over the country centered their activities, services, and projects on the golden opportunity along concerns, namely environment, economic self-sufficiency, family life, our heritage, preparedness, and international understanding. Okay, next slide, please. Okay, so in 1990, Mrs. Teresita Bermudez Chua was elected member of the Association of Girl Guides and Girl Scouts, or the WOGS, World Committee, first for Filipino and GSP. So Mrs. Teresita Bermudez Chua served in 1990 to 1999. Okay, so next slide, please. Okay, so in 1990, a task force composed of experienced Girl Scouts, trainers, leaders, professional staff, and consultants started to work on a new program called the 8-Point Challenge. So, titas, the 8-Point Challenge aims to help Filipino girls and young women to cope with the challenges that surrounded her in this age of technology. The new program equipped the girls with updated knowledge and skills that they need to make a difference in the home, country, and the world community. So mga titas, itong 8-Point Challenge, ginagamit po natin to hanggang ngayon. Ito po yung activity na binibigay natin sa ating mga Girl Scouts. Iba-iba po siyang activity. Okay, so next slide, please. So ito po yung ating 8-Point Challenge. So I know some of you are familiar with this kasi lalo na po yung mga uma-attend na po ng ating Girl Scouts activities. So first is the spirituality and well-being. Okay, so dito natin na yung pagkamaka-Diyos. Okay, pagkamaka-Diyos ng ating mga girls. And then preparedness. Preparedness sa mga sakuna, kung ano man ang mga darating na mga pagsubok. And then arts. Yes po. Ay, kala ko may nagsasalita. Okay, so arts, yung ating pangatlo. Dito po yung pinapalabas natin yung creativity ng ating mga girls. And then world community. Then next is economic self-sufficiency. And then heritage and citizenship, dito natin yung paano siya magmahal sa bayan, and family life, and then the environment. So ito po yung 8-Point Challenge po natin mga tita. Tinuturo po natin ito sa mga girls natin. Bawat challenge po ay meron po siyang kaakibat na activity. Okay, so next slide please. Okay, so in 1993, Dr. Amelita Dairet-Go was appointed as chairman of the Asia-Pacific Committee of the World Association of Girl Guides and Girl Scouts, or the WOGS. So another first for the GSP. So Dr. Amelita Dairet-Go served in 1999 to 2005. Okay, so next please. Okay, in June 18 to 24, 2002, GSP hosted the 31st World Conference of the World Association of Girl Guides and Girl Scouts, or the WOGS. The event was held at the Manila Hotel and participated in by 114 members organization of WAGs. So dito po sa Pilipinas ginanap po itong yung World Conference ng WAGs. Okay, so next please. So in May 25 to 27, 2009, the new GSP logo was launched during the 21st National Council Convention in Bohol. So ito na po yung ating bagong logo. So next please, Tita. Okay, so ito po yung ating bagong logo. The color green depicts youth. So yung color niya po. And then the three loops, ito po, itong parang ribbon, forming the trefoil symbolizes the three parts of the Girl Scouts: promise, God, country, and mankind. And then the circle, ito po, stands for sisterhood of girl guiding and girl scouting around the world. And then the three stars represents Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao. This talk serves as a reminder of the strong foundation which supports the organization and its character formation and values education initiatives. So, ito na po yung ating bagong logo. Next slide, please. Okay, on November 11 to 14, 2009, GSP hosted the first Asia-Pacific Regional Summit in time with the 40th anniversary of the WAGs Asia-Pacific region. The event was held at the Development Academy of the Philippines or DOP Convention Center in Tagaytay. Next slide, please. Okay, so on April 20, 2010, President Gloria Macapagal Arroyo approved Republic Act number 10073. This is an act instituting the new Girl Scouts of the Philippines. Okay, so next slide, please. On May 26, 2010, GSP celebrated its 70th anniversary with a memorable affair at the Manila Hotel. Okay, next slide, please. Okay, on February 22, 2018, so latest time to mga titas. So Catherine Chandria M. Bernardo was launched as GSP Ambassador. As ambassador, she hopes to promote different types of values to the youth and promote reading books. O sino nakakilala po kay Tita Catherine M. Bernardo? Sige nga, type po ako sa ating chat box, mga titas. Ayan. Okay. So, sabi ni Tita Kimberly Ases, kilala niya. Okay, so lahat naman tayo nakakilala sa kanya kasi isa po siyang sikat na artista. Okay, so next slide, please. Okay, on May 26, 2020, GSP successfully celebrated its 80th anniversary amidst the COVID-19 pandemic with a week-long online activities at all levels. So, simula po last year, mayroon po tayong mga activities na ginagawa. Kahit naman may pandemya, nakakapag-ano pa rin po tayo, nakakapag-activities pa rin po tayo. So, through online nga lang po. So, katulad nung last week, di ba mga titas, mayroon po tayong ginawang council-wide e-camp. Okay, so next slide, please. Okay, so GSP, the Girl Scouts of the Philippines, or GSP, continues to pursue vigorously its character building and youth development programs and actively contribute to the economic trust of the country as a part of movements commitment to nation building. Okay, next slide, please. So Girl Scouts of the Philippines is a non-government organization which provides girls and young women a non-formal, progressive educational program based on spiritual values and the ideals of service. So tandaan niyo mga titas, hindi po tayo government, tayo po ay non-government organization. Okay, next slide please. Okay, here is our vision. Okay, so Filipino girls and young women who are God-loving, patriotic, progressive, dynamic, and proactive. Ito po mga titas ang ating vision. Next slide please. And here is our mission: to help girls and young women realize the ideals of womanhood and prepare themselves for their responsibilities in the home, the nation, and the world community. Okay, next slide, please. Okay, so here's our organizational structure. Okay, here are our national officers. So Dr. Christina Lim Yuson, okay, here she is our national president, our current national president. Triennium 2021 to 2024. So 3 years po siya magsiserve as our national president. Next slide, please. Okay. So our first national vice president is Dr. Fee Violeta B. Tarin. So ganun din po, magsiserve po siya sa mula 2021 to 2024. Next slide, please. Tai Chi. Okay, thank you, Tita. So our second national vice president is Dr. Josefina M. Perentela. So current din po siya. So magsiserve po siya from 2021 to 2024. Okay, next slide please. So our national secretary is Tita Hyacinth B. Banguero. So magsiserve po din siya ng mula 2021 this year to 2024. Next slide please. And our national treasurer, so mayaman si Tita. National treasurer, Dr. Isabelita M. Bores. Okay, so triennium 2021 to 2024 din po siya. Okay, next slide please. Okay, our assistant national secretary, Michelle L. Alvarez. Okay, so next slide please. Okay, our assistant national treasurer, Rose J. Eugene S. Delgado. Okay, next slide please. Okay, so our international commissioner, Susan R. Locsin. So dati po, si Tita Susan po ay dati po nating president. Okay, ngayon po ay magsiserve siya na mula 2021 to 2024. Okay, next slide please. Okay, so our National Executive Director, Maria Dolores T. Santiago. Next slide, please. Okay, so ito po yung ating organizational structure. Okay, yung pinakamataas pa yung National Council. And then, sa baba po niya ay yung Central Board. Sa baba po ng Central Board ay yung Executive Committee. So, under Executive Committee is, sa left niya po ay Special Committees. Okay, yung Josefa Llanes Escoda Momento Fund Investment. And sa right side ng Executive Committee is standing committees, yung Communications, Finance, Fund Development, International Affairs, Legal, Membership, National Equipment Service, Personnel, Program, Real Properties and Buildings, and Trainings. And then under Executive Committee is regional committees. Excuse me po. So meron pa po rin tayo dito sa may left side na National Headquarters, Regional Office, and the Council Offices. So yung National Headquarters, makikita po natin po ito doon po sa may UN. Okay, sino na nakapunta po sa ating sa ating National Headquarters, mga titas? Pa-comment naman po ako sa comment box. Sino na po nakapunta doon? Pwede po kayo doon bumili ng ating uniform. Okay, so sabi ni Tita Gemaline T. De Leon, nakapunta na siya doon. Okay, so thank you, Tita. And then, regional offices. Okay, ang regional office sa atin po ay nasa CLRO po tayo. Ang sa office po natin ay nasa Tarlac. Okay, so okay, sabi ni Tita Nina, NHQ is in Padre Paura. Okay, so thank you, Tita Nina. Okay, so next is provincial or city councils. So katulad sa atin mga titas, dito po tayo nabibilong. Yung, yes po. Okay. So, ang Pasay City Councils, dito po tayo ang Pasay City Council, dito po na i-belong. And then, council boards, then executive committees, then district committees, barangay committees, and troops. Okay. So, under troops is patrol. So, dito naman po sa sa standing committee, sa baba na po yung subcommittees, the awards and land grant. And then, meron pa po tayo dito, sa may executive committees, meron din po tayong standing committees din po. And then, mga titas, pag ang green po ay mga volunteers po sila. Lahat po yan ay volunteers lang po. And then, yung yellow ay yung professional staff. Okay, so next slide, please. Okay, so National Council. Okay, National Council is the highest consultative and deliberative body which shall serve as a forum for guidelines, policies, and directions. So, siya ang pinakamataas, ang National Council. Okay, next slide, please. Okay, National Council is composed of members of the Central Board, charter or life members, presidents of provincials or city councils, delegates elected from each council or their duly designated representative. Okay, such members as prescribed by the Central Board. Okay, next slide, please. Okay, this is the Central Board, the highest policy-making and governing body. Okay, next slide, please. Okay, the Central Board is composed of 37 members. Okay, 8 life members, 15 members at large, 1 immediate past president, 1 BSP national president, 6 regional chairpersons, 6 girls representative. Okay, so next slide, please. The next is Executive Committee, the implementing body of the Central Board composed of the national officers and chairpersons of the Standing Committee, which shall exercise all powers of the Central Board in governing the affairs of the Girl Scouts of the Philippines in between meetings of the Central Board except the adoption of new or the repeal of or amendment of existing policy. Okay, next slide, please. Okay, so ito na po yung ating executive committee. So, katulad nga kanina pinaliwanag po, sa left side niya yung special committees, and then sa right side niya yung standing committees, and then subcommittees, awards, and grant. Okay, next slide, please. Okay, national headquarters. The General Administrative and Operating Office headed by the National Executive Director. It serves the Central Board and its committees. The Girl Scout regions and provincial or city councils administers the Girl Scout programs and execute the implements the policies and decisions of the Central Board and Executive Committee. Okay, next slide, please. Okay, regional office. The regional extension of the national headquarters headed by the Regional Executive Director. So sa atin po ang ating Regional Executive Director is okay, so ang ating po Regional Executive Director ay si Tita excuse me.
Hello.
Wait lang po.
It's me.
Wait lang po.
While discussing the regional executive director, sorry to interrupt. I would like also to announce that they need to know also our national executive director and our national president. Our national president is no other than Dr. Lim Yuson, Nina Lim Yuson. While the head of the Ma'am Yuson is the head of all the volunteers like Tita Nina and our troop leaders. Our National Executive Director is no other than Mrs. Maria Dolores P. Santiago. She is the head of the paid staff like us, the council executives. And our regional chairperson is no other than Dr. Carmelita Palabay, who is my partner in the region. And yours truly is the Regional Executive Director. Hindi masabi-sabi niya yung aking name, Mrs. Angelita Manalili.
Opo.
Thank you,
Tita Angie lang po talaga masasabi ko, Tita. Sorry po.
Okay, it's okay. So it's important to know also the head of the volunteer, who is our national president, and the head of the professional staff or the paid staff, who is the national executive director. So sorry to interrupt, pero that is really important to know. Thank you.
Okay po, so thank you, Tita Angie. Okay, so next slide, please. Okay, so the body is concerned with policy implementation and coordination of council within the region. This is the regional committees. Okay, the regional committee is composed of regional chairpersons, all presidents of the provincial or city councils in the region. Next is the regional chairperson of BSP, and the girl representative of the region to the central board, and the incumbent DepEd regional directors. Okay, next slide, please. Okay, next is the consultative and deliberative bodies in the province or city. Next slide, please. Okay, council boards. Council boards are the governing bodies in the respective provincial or city councils. Okay, next slide, please. Okay, the executive committees. Okay, they are the implementing bodies of the provincial or city council board. So, Okay, so executive committees has the standing committees also, the communications, finance, legal, membership, national equipment service, personnel, program, real properties and buildings, and trainings. Ay, Tita Nina. Okay, so our here in Pasay, our president is Ma'am Glenda Tabicaraw.
Permission to get in.
Okay po, Tita Nina.
Okay, I would like to introduce, I would like to introduce our council board headed by our president, Ma'am Glenda Tabacrao, the principal of Tipayas Elementary School, the first vice president, which is the president for field, vice president for field, that is Ma'am Patagan, Dr. Patagan rather, and then Vice President for International, that is Ma'am, ano ba to? Ma'am Jessica Magallanes. And the Vice President for Fund is Ma'am Rose of, what is the ano? Teka, okay. Corazon Salvador. And then the commissioner on program is Ma'am Leia. The commissioner on training is Ma'am Jeneline Ong. And the vice president and the commissioner on administration is our dear SDS superintendent, Dr. Loretta. What's the? Please correct me. Our SDS, our superintendent. And then what else? Our secretary is
Ma'am Alejandro.
Ma'am Alejandro. Our treasurer is Ma'am Jane Rehuso. So far, that is on my list. Okay, we will just
Okay,
get in. Okay, so yun lang, pahapyaw lang na makilala. Kasi the most important person there is the president, the commissioner on training, the commissioner on program, and the vice presidents. Okay, thank you.
Thank you po, Tita Nina. Okay, so council offices. Okay, so the administrative centers of the provincial or city councils headed by the council executive. The next slide, please. Okay, the district committees coordinate Girl Scouting activities in barangays with the districts. Yes po. Okay, so next slide, please. Okay, so barangay committees. Okay, promote and develop Girl Scouting by supporting troops in the implementation of the Girl Scout program within the territories of district communities. So, meron po tayong barangay committees po na inaano bawat school. Meron tayong isang barangay committee. Okay, so next slide, please. Next is troops. Okay, the group of girls and young women carrying out the Girl Scout programs. So, sa Twinklers, ang isang troop po ay composed po ng 36 girls. Ang Star Scout, girls, junior, and cadet and senior are composed of 40 girls. Okay, next slide, please. Okay, patrols. The smallest Girl Scout units that carry out of the Girl Scout program. For Twinklers and Stars, units are called clusters. So patrol composed of eight girls. Okay, so next slide, please. Okay, so 6 GSP regions. So Northern Luzon, 16 councils. Central Luzon, dito po tayo nabilong, 19 councils. Southern Luzon, 22 councils. Visayas, 14 councils. Eastern Mindanao, 13 councils. And Western Mindanao, 12 councils. So total number of GSP councils nationwide is 96. Okay, so next slide, please. Okay, Northern Luzon Region. So ito po yung nabibilong sa Northern Luzon Region. Number 1 is Abra, Baguio. Next is Baguio. Next is Batanes. Next is Benguet. 5 is Cagayan. Next is Dagupan City. Next is Ifugao. 8, Ilocos Norte, Lawag. Next is Ilocos Sur. Next is Isabela. Next is Kalinga, Apayao, and then La Union, Mountain Province, Nueva Vizcaya, Pangasinan, and Quirino. Okay, next slide, please. Then Central Luzon Region. So, okay, so Angeles City, Aurora, Bataan, Bulacan, Cabanatuan City, Caloocan City, Makati City, Mandaluyong City, Manila, Nueva Ecija, Olongapo City, Pampanga, Pasay City, okay, dito po tayo, Pasay City Council, Pasig City, Quezon City, Rizal, Tarlac, Valenzuela, and Zambales. Okay, next slide, please. Okay, the Southern Luzon Region, Albay, Batangas, Batangas City, Camarines Norte, Camarines Sur, Catanduanes, Cavite, Iriga City, Laguna, Legazpi City, Lipa City, Lucena City, Marinduque, Masbate, Naga City, Occidental Mindoro, Oriental Mindoro, Palawan, Quezon, Romblon, San Pablo City, and Sorsogon. Okay, next slide, please. Okay. Okay, Visayas Region. So, Aklan, Antique, Bohol, Calbayog City, Capiz, Cebu, Eastern Samar, Iloilo, Leyte, Negros Occidental, Negros Oriental, Siquijor, Northern Samar, Samar, and Southern Leyte. Okay, next slide, please. So, Eastern Mindanao. Agusan, Agusan del Sur, Bukidnon, Davao, Davao del Norte, Davao Oriental, Davao del Sur, General Santos City, Misamis Occidental, Misamis Oriental, South Cotabato, Surigao del Norte, and Surigao del Sur. Okay, next slide, please. Okay, Western Mindanao Region. Basilan, Cotabato, Iligan City, Lanao del Norte, Lanao del Sur, Maguindanao, North Cotabato, Sultan Kudarat, Sulu, Zamboanga City, Zamboanga del Norte, Zamboanga del Sur. Okay, next slide, please. Okay, board and committee work in the GSP. Okay, next slide, please. Okay, GSP Board and Committees. Okay, policy and decision making, administration of Girl Scout services. And then yung sa kabila po ay GSP staff, provide office services and technical advice, implement policies and committee decisions. Okay, so next slide, please. Okay, national level. So Central Board confirms, approves decision or recommendation the executive committee. Okay, so act as the recommendations of regions and councils, and then provides information policy guidelines and procedures for effective promotion and development of Girl Scouting. And then the executive committee acts as recommendations or of committees and on the other GSP matters. And then the standing committee perform advisory and recommendatory functions pertaining to the respective area of work and such other relevant assignments requested or delegated by the national president. And then coordinate with other committees. And then the national staff provide technical and clerical support to board and committees. Okay, next slide, please. Okay, regional and council levels. So national provides information, policy guidelines, and procedures for effective promotion and development of Girl Scouting. So regional committee acts as recommendations for council. And then council board confirms or approves the decision or recommendation of the executive committee and formulates council policy. The executive committee acts as recommendations of the committee, and then the standing committee meet and act on issues under their concern, and then the council staff provide technical and clerical support to board and committees. So next slide, please. GSP principles. Okay, moral and spiritual values. Excuse me. Open to all, voluntary. So hindi po to sa pilitan, voluntary lang po siya. Democratic, non-sectarian, non-political, non-profit, non-governmental, responsibilities for nation building. Next slide, please. Okay. So moral and spiritual values. The moral and spiritual motivations is underlying force in Girl Scouting. So pinaka-importante po to yung moral and spiritual values na maiano natin sa ating mga girls. Maituro. Okay, so next slide please. Okay, open to all. The Girl Scout movement is open to all girls and adults who accept the Girl Scout promise and law. So wala tayong pinipili. Ang importante, babae po siya. Okay, so next slide please. Voluntary. The strength of the Girl Scout movement rests on the voluntary leadership of its adult members and ultimate responsibility for the movement. So, yun yung kanina, hindi po siya sa pilitan. Okay. So, next slide please. Democratic. Democratic processes shall guide all Girl Scouts activity. So, kaya nga po mayroon tayong 8 points na natin activity na in a democratic way. Ano pong way nila? Okay. So, next slide please. Girl Scouting is open to all girls of all faith who find the Girl Scout promise and law in agreement with their own moral and spiritual ideas of living. So, non-sectarian, ibig sabihin wala po tayong pinipiling religion. Kaya nga po, mayroon tayong sarili GSP prayer kasi open to all po siya. Okay, so next slide please. Okay, non-political. The Girl Scout movement does not affiliate with any organized group to promote or oppose any local or national legislation or regulation not directly affecting the aims or program of the Girl Scout movement or the property rights of the Girl Scouts of the Philippines. So hindi po tayo nag-ano ng politika. Hindi po tayo kasali sa mga politika. Okay, so slide please. Okay, non-profit. The financial resources of the Girl Scouts of the Philippines consist of bequest, public contribution, and donations for all kind. Okay, next slide, please. Okay, aid from the government or any of its subdivisions, branches, offices, agencies, and instrumentalities and private organizations. Duly authorized fees, subscriptions, and other levies. Other sources as may be authorized by law or by the central board. Okay, next slide, please. Okay, non-governmental. The Girl Scouts of the Philippines is non-government organization that provides girls and young women a non-formal progressive educational program based on spiritual values and the ideals of service. Okay, next slide, please. Okay, responsibilities for nation building. So the Girl Scouts of the Philippines promotes and maintains cooperative relationships with other entities, national and international, public and private, whose ideals and purposes are in accord with those of Girl Scouting. Okay, next slide, please. Okay, GSP policies. Next slide, please. Okay. First is religious, political, membership, public relations, finance, pamphlets, designs, insign, and trademarks. Next slide, please. The National Equipment Service, real property, camping policies, standards and procedures, policies and trainings, standards for training center. Next slide, please. Okay, GSP Board and Committees. And then the GSP staff work hand in hand to achieve Girl Scout mission and vision. So nagtutulungan po sila. Okay, so next slide, please. So ways of work in the GSP. Okay, good turns. Nasa taas pa yung good turns. Learning by doing, badge work, ceremonies, service projects, camping and outdoor activities, symbolism, patrol system, and troop meetings. Next slide, please. Okay. So, okay, before, okay, papabalik ako Tita Ichi. Okay, so before ko po basahin yung po ni Joseph Alianis Skoda, okay, I would like you to jot down these questions na pwede nyo pong sagutan po dyan po sa ating chat box. Okay, so number 1. Ready na po? Pa-thumbs up nga po ako dyan sa emoji ninyo po. Pa-thumbs up nga po mga tita kung ready na. Okay, ayan. So, number 1. What are the 3 lone troops being organized by the Girl Scouts of the USA? Okay. Sige nga, pasagutan na lang po ako dyan sa chat box. Okay, wala pa akong nakikita. Okay, mga titas. So what are the 3 lone troops? Okay, na-organize ng Girl Scouts of the USA. Pinakauna-una po nating topic ito. Okay, so Okay, so sabi ni Tita Christine Joy ng Maricaban, Red Rose Troops of Capiz, Mountain Province in Leyte. Okay, so good job. So thank you, Tita Christine Joy. Okay, number 2. Okay, number 2. Who was the founder of the Girl Scouts of the Philippines? So who was the founder of the Girl Scouts of the Philippines? Okay, sabi ni Tita Juana, Josefa Llanes Escoda. Good job. Okay, ang dami na sumasagot. Okay, so ibig sabihin, alive na alive ang mga titas. Okay, so thank you mga titas. Okay, so aside from, okay, question number 3. Okay, question number 3 na tayo mga titas. Parang delay po dumating sa akin. Okay, so question number 3. Aside from Josefa Llanes Escoda, okay, who pushed the idea of Girl Scouting in the Philippines? So aside from, okay, sabi ni Tita Heidi Pilar Hidalgulim. Okay, very good. Ayan, madami na pong sumagot. Pilar Hidalgulim. Okay, so ang pinakauna, okay, pinakauna siya ay si Tita Johanna. Okay. Okay, so thank you mga titas. And then number 4, where does Josefa Llanes Escoda took up her Girl Scouting training course? Okay, sabi ni Tita Avelina May Soles, USA. Very good. Okay, so next question. During the World War II, how did the Girl Scouts render their service? So how did the Girl Scouts render their service during the World War II? Okay, parang delay sa akin talaga. Okay, mga titas. Okay, sabi ni Tita Abilina, help the wounded soldiers. Gave food and medicine to wounded Filipino soldiers, sabi ni Tita Annelu. Okay, bukod doon po. Okay, thank you Tita Abilina and Tita Annelu. Okay, sabi ni Tita Janice, stop formal operation but vow to continue service to the nation. Very good. Okay, bukod po doon, meron pa po. Okay, sabi ni Tita Donna May, rendering signal service. Very good. So, rendering signal service, mga titas. Okay, so number 6, after the World War II, who informed the Girl Scouts of the USA for the death of Josefa Llanes Escoda? So, sino nag-inform sa Girl Scout of the USA na namatay na si Josefa Llanes Escoda? Very good. Sabi ni Tita Marie Elvira Llanes, the sister of Josefa Llanes Escoda. Good job. Thank you mga titas. Okay, so next question is, who took the salute of more than 5,000 Girl Scout at the Pasasalamat Rally in Luneta? So, sino nagsalute sa kanila sa 5,000 Girl Scouts? Okay, very good. Sabi ni Tita Heidi, Lady Ola Baden-Powell. Okay, thank you, Tita. Very good. And then, in what year did GSP presented the Walter Donald Ross Trophy Award? Okay, in what year? Okay, 1965, sabi ni Tita Heidi. Okay. And then, okay, so last but not the least, who is our GSP ambassador? Okay, who is our GSP ambassador? Okay, sabi ni Tita Ellen, Catherine Bernardo. Catherine Bernardo. Okay, Catherine Bernardo. So mga tita, Catherine Chandria Bernardo. Okay, thank you mga titas. Okay, so next slide please. Okay, so if you happen to survive and I fail, tell our people that the women of the Philippines did their part in making the ember spark of truth and liberty alive till the last moment. Sinabi po yun ni ang ating founder na si Josefa Llanes Escoda. So, next slide please. Ayun, thank you na. Okay, so that ends my session. Okay, thank you for listening and have a good day. Tita Lisette?
Okay, Tita Lisette. Okay, bigyan po natin si Tita Joy Bobadilla ng virtual clap. Okay, thank you po sa inyong pakikinig. Baka nag-CR si Tita Lisette, no? So, pansamantala po, ako na munang magiging MC habang wala si Tita Lisette. So, ngayon po ay tinatawagan naman natin si Tita Mariel de Guzman para sa kanyang third session. Okay, session 3 po. Okay? Tita Mariel, ready ka na?
Ayan, good morning everyone. Ayan. I am the last speaker for today. And I know it's a little bit some of you might feel tired. Kaya stretch muna tayo dyan. Kahit hindi ko nakikita na nag-i-stretch kayo. Sige lang. Stretch kayo dyan para hindi tayo ma-stuck. Okay, so let me present my slide. Ayan. So I am Tita Mariel from Philippine School for the Deaf, and today I'm going to discuss about the Girl Scout program. Okay, so when we say program, ano ba yung mga naiisip natin? Because most of us or majority of us are teachers. So when we hear program, ano ba yung mga unang pumapasok sa isip natin? Although hindi ko makita ang mga messages nyo. You can type or you can just para ma-practice din natin yung boses natin, you can turn on your microphone and share your thoughts about or idea about program. Ayan. Sige. Pero hindi ko nakikita. Ayan. Ayan. Sige, sabi ni Tita Donna May, related measures of activities. Goals, sabi ni Tita Maricar. Tama. Mga events, yes. Thank you, Tita Avelina. Yan. So in our school, there are a lot of programs. That's why we are very used to this. Of course, in Girl Scouting, we also have programs. Sabi nga this Girl Scout programs is yung parang isa sa mga major color or nagbibigay kulay sa ating samahan. Okay? Ayan. Sige. Now, the Girl Scout program. So what are these Girl Scout programs? So, Girl Scout programs, this provides opportunities for Girl Scout to practice the promise and law. Diba, sa pinakauna, we recite this promise and law. And with this, we acquire knowledge, values, and skills to live a righteous life and prepare our girls, actually not only the girls, but also us, for service as a responsible citizen of the country and the world. Diba? And just like other programs or activities, we have to make these programs real. Okay? Ano ba ibig sabihin ng real? Bukod sa totoo, 'di ba? Programs are not just on papers. We have to make it real, like relevant, exciting, very important yan, accessible, and learner-led. Okay? These activities would adequately prepare the Filipino girl and young women today to face and cope with the changing times. Especially now, 'di ba? We are in the second wave of our new normal setup. This program is much more important na magawa natin para mas matulungan natin ang girls natin. Okay, first, in Girl Scouting, we have to know the GSP 5 age level and program framework. So ano ba itong mga 5 age level na to? Okay? First, ayan. So, nung elementary pa lang tayo sa mga kaedad ko dyan, sino ba mga kaedad ko dyan? Pa-heart naman. Sino ang 18 years old dyan? 18 years ago. Ayan. So, natatandaan natin, may tinatawag tayo, until now naman, we have the twinkler and the star. So when we say twinkler, these are the kids or our little girls ages 4 to 6 years old. Okay? Sila yung mga cute na mga, parang naka-jumper sila. Ayan. With the pink scarf. Ayan. So mostly sila yung mga nasa kinder or mga nasa preschool. Ayan. Next is the Star Girl Scouts, ages 6 to 9 years old. Ganyan ang uniform nila. Yan, yung yellow naman. Sila yung mga nasa lower grades 1, 2, 3. Okay? And of course, we have the Junior Scouts, ages 9 to 12 years old. So mostly sila ay nasa grade 4, 5, and 6. Okay. Yan yung itsura na. Yellow naman sila. And for the Senior Scout, ayan, mga dalaga na. Sila yung ages 12 to 15 years old. Yan. Ganyan na ang uniform nila. And of course, for the cadet, they have the ages 15 to 21 years old. Mostly nasa senior high school or nasa college. Yan. So, pwede pa rin pala mag-Girl Scout ang mga college. Ayan. So, yon ang ating 5 age level. We have the Twinkler, the Star, the Junior, the Senior, and our Cadet. Okay, we have the 5. Tandaan natin yan kasi very important yan. Para aware tayo, ano nga bang hinahawakan ko sa school? Cadet ba or Twinkler? Okay? So, now, let's talk about the GSP uniforms for girls. Okay. Way back when I was in high school, wala pa yung mga yung ganyang uniform. Tanda ko na pala. No? De, parang pare-pareho pa halos from star to cadet. Star to cadet, pare-pareho yan sila. So parang pantita nga yung namin dati. 'Di ba, bata pa lang kami, tita na kami. Okay, so let's look at the uniform of the different age level. For the Twinkler Scout, ayan. We have 2 sets of uniform kasi for our girls. We have the formal dress uniform and we have the active wear uniform. So mostly, itong formal dress uniform, we are wearing this, of course, pag may mga formal ceremony tayo. And of course, the active wear, pag may mga camp, yung kailangan ng takbuhan, mga ganyan. Ganyan yung mga sinusuot natin. Of course, our girls should feel comfortable whenever we do activities kasi. Okay, so as you can see, for our Twinkler, ang cute na Twinklers natin, ayan ang formal dress sila, jumper, and inside may shirt sila. And of course, the ever-popular scarf natin with the square na. And katulad kanina, nabanggit din yung mga badges, kasama yan sa sash nila. Okay, because it adds pride to us. Na may sash, ay, ang galing, ang dami na pala nilang activity. Mga gano'n. Okay? And for active wear, we have the short, Okay, and of course, the sash also, and t-shirt. And backup. Okay, ayan. Next. Can you still hear me po? Clear pa po ba? Pwede pong,
Yes po.
pwede po tayong sumagot. Ayan, thank you so much po. Ayan. So for our Star Girl Scout, there's the formal dress uniform and with the black shoes po and white socks with the GSP, the logo. Ayan. And this is the active wear of our Star Girl Scout. Para comfortable na comfortable sila. Ganyan po ang itsura. Okay, for Junior Girl Scouts po, almost same po ng ating mga star. Mas matangkad lang sila dito. And pag active wear, they are wearing a green socks. Okay? Yan po. So ngayon, nagkakaroon na rin tayo ng idea. Ito pala junior to. Ay, ito pala star ito. Okay? And I know, most of us alam na yan kasi yung iba sa atin ay naging Girl Scout na nung tayo ay elementary, high school. Ayan. And for the Senior Girl Scout uniform po, ganito na po ang formal dress niya, junior. But now, mas dalagang tingnan, di ba? Tsaka, mas pang ano nga naman, pang 12 to 15 years old siya. Okay? This is a common, parang common mistake po. If you can see our scarf, nakatali po yan. And hindi po tayo gumagamit ng ring, ng kahit anong ring. We always use the square knot. Future troop leaders always remind our kids, our girls, not to use that ring. Opo, siguro kasi kahit ako, nung ako'y elementary, ginagamit ko yun kasi package yun pag binili sa store, di ba? But since nung naging pumasok ako sa as troop leader, ay hindi pala siya kasama. So yun, always remind us kasi kahit sa ibang council, nakikita natin yun. So let's start from our school na to remind our girls not to use that kasi po yun po ay pang Boy Scout. Okay po, and we are in Girl Scout, so we use the square knot. Okay po. And this is the active wear of our Senior Girl Scout. Actually po may bagong ngayon, shorts, which is plain green na lang siya, na may isang logo sa baba. So ito po ay medyo kapanahunan po natin yan. Okay, so they can buy na po ng bagong shorts sa NES. Ayan. Of course, for cadet, almost the same, but they are wearing purple. Purple na scarf. Again, no ring to use. Ayan. Ayan po. Ang ating uniform. Okay. So, ayan. Yan na natin. So, for us to be a Girl Scout, syempre, madadaanan natin yung bawat level na yan eh. The Twinkler, which focuses more on discovery because di ba nga, sa developmental stage ng mga bata, first dyan is discovery. Pagka next level nila is the star, which is interest. We are tapping the interest of the kids. Yan po yung importante ha. Itandaan po natin kung ano ba yung dapat i-focus natin bawat age level. So discovery for Twinkler, 2 for interest for star. Sa junior, yung proficiency nila. And of course, sa senior, which is service, giving service. And for cadet, of course, kailangan level up tayo. Leadership. Diyan na natin makikita yung lahat ng mga natutunan nila from Twinkler up to senior. Doon nila may a-apply and magiging leader sila. Okay, paano ba tayo magiging Girl Scout? O paano ba magiging Girl Scout tong mga girls natin? Of course, we have the membership requirements. Diba? May mga papel tayo dyan na kailangan ilista yung mga information para yun yung ipapasa natin. After natin magbayad and magpalista dun sa list na yon, we have the investiture. Okay, we have the Investiture Ceremony, which happened last week. I forgot the date, but we had that Investiture Ceremony. It is the official acceptance of the movement. Our commissioner on program officially accepted our girls. Marami po tayong girls na na-invest last week. And of course, it doesn't end with investiture. It doesn't end paying the registration fee, but following or doing the 8-point challenge. So you've been hearing the 8-point challenge since, di ba? Later po, mas may explain pa po yan deeper. Okay? Tsaka yung mga special programs po natin. And yung opportunities beyond the truth, yung marami kasi tayo mga activities. Okay? Aside from the 8-point challenge. Bridging activities, when we say po na bridging activities, this is the acknowledgement dun sa mga achievements ng ating girls throughout the year. Okay? Kaya yun yung mga bridging activities natin. And of course, katulad sa buhay, sa Girl Scout, may moving on din, di ba? Pero ano ba itong moving on na to? Moving on is ang pag-level up ng mga bata. Of course, di ba? From Twinkler, after nila ng Twinkler, going to Star, Junior, and Senior Cadet. Hindi naman pwedeng forever silang nasa Discovery or sa Twinkler. Okay? Kailangan natin silang i-level up. Okay? So that's how you become a Girl Scout. Okay? Next po. Ayan. Now, itong 8-point challenge. Okay. In Girl Scout, we have this 8-point challenge. 8 lang naman na challenge. Okay. Ano ba tong 8-point challenge? These are the flagship programs of the Girl Scout of the Philippines that embodies meaningful, responsive, relevant, contemporary, and time-tested activities that will adequately prepare the Filipino girl of today to face and cope with changing times. Ayan. First challenge is the spirituality and well-being. Ano ba ang ginagawa ng challenge na to? Okay? It considers health-giving factors and activities which contribute to the making of a well-rounded girl. Sound mind, body, and spirit. It delves into spiritually, religious creeds and practices, ethics, values, and attitudes, and relationship. So, ito pong challenge na to, under this are the activities that focuses on how are we going to help our girls to be well-rounded, how to help them their well-being. Okay, yun yung focus ng ating activity. Yung mga values formation natin. Okay? So yan, spirituality and well-being. Next po natin is challenge of the environment. Okay. Environment. So it prepares the girls to live and cope with a rapidly growing environment. So it underscores awareness of environment protection and conservation. Okay, very timely to ating challenge na to kasi nga yung environment natin fast changing. So girls should have this kind of activity to know or to be aware and flexible or ano ba yung pwede nilang magawa for the environment to protect our environment and to conserve the things that alam nyo yung madaling mawala. Okay? Yan, challenge of the environment. Challenge of family life. Yan, from the word family. Diba? Reinforces the role of Filipino girl in her family. Emphasis is given on her attitude and how to make the family God-loving. Especially now, our generation is far cry different from what we have been before. Diba? So, this challenge of family life will help our girls, to guide them. To use, ano ba yung generation nila ngayon. Dapat alamin natin yung generation nila ngayon para mas magawa natin tong challenge of family life. not necessarily na force natin sila dapat kasi ang salita, di ba natin, kami noon, ganito, ganyan. No. Dapat, parang kung ano yung generation nila, try natin to get something from there to lead them para mas magawa nila yung challenges na ibibigay natin about family life. Okay? And of course, family God-loving life. Okay, yan. Challenge for family life. Ang next natin is challenge of economic self-sufficiency. Ayan. Ano ba itong challenge of economic self-sufficiency? Provides practical and meaningful activities that would instill values. Sabi nga, naglolokohan, ay, napapaisip, Girl Scout ba ako? Parang add to cart ako ng add to cart. Yung mga ganong biroan. But this will also, these challenges will help our girls to learn, how to save, how to be practical. Kasi 'di ba sa age nila, dapat as early as their age, malaman nila yung importance ng mga bagay-bagay sa paligid nila. Okay? Okay po. Can you still hear me po? Clear pa po ba? Because someone po ay ate.
Yes, tita, clear po.
And thank you po. Ayan. So after this challenge of economic and self-sufficiency, we have the challenge of preparedness. So as our motto, always prepared, di ba? Sabi nga nung mga bata tayo, Girl Scout, laging handa. Hindi ko na itutuloy kasi naasar tayo. May kadugtong yun na pang-asar. But it's true that we really need to be prepared all the time because we don't know what will happen next. Kaya yun yung tinuturo natin sa mga bata. Especially now with the environmental issues that we are facing right now, we have to prepare our girls. It's a challenge of preparedness. Diba? It underscores the importance and meaning of survival in different situations. The flexibility of our girls, yun yung dapat talaga matutunan ng mga bata. 'Di ba? Pag sa camp, makikita kung gaano sila ka-flexible because our normal life at home is far different from our life in camp. Okay, ibang-iba siya. So doon niyo makikita kung paano haharapin ng mga bata natin itong challenge of preparedness. Of course, it will also challenge you as a troop leader. Prepared na ba ako? Mga ganong factor. Okay? Next is the challenge of heritage and citizenship. Okay, what is this? It opens the opportunities for Filipino girl to love her country and all that it stands for. With so many countries that invaded us, and for this modern world, marami tayong nakikita, marami tayong iniidolo, or marami tayong parang na-acquire, which is different from our culture. This challenge of heritage and citizenship will help the girls, us, to not forget ano ba yung pinanggalingan natin. I'm not saying naman na dapat focus lang tayo dito, but we have the tendency kasi na makalimutan kung ano ba, kung saan tayo nanggaling. So this challenge of heritage and citizenship is to somehow preserve and to somehow remember, not only here, but by heart, kung ano ba yung pinanggalingan natin, yung heritage and citizenship. Okay? Loving our own. Next po tayo. Challenge of the arts. Katulad nga ng sabi kanina, this helps the creativity to come out. Okay? Meron sa atin, hindi ako magaling sa arts. Lalo naman po ako. But you know what? When you are in Girl Scout kasi, it's not really by force, pero bigla-bigla na lang lalabas yan, creativity mo. Kaya itong, even the girls, okay? youth troop leaders, you are isa sa mga parang haligi para lumabas tong mga creativity dito, yung galing ng mga bata. Okay? You will help them to surpass these challenges. Kaya yung challenge of the arts, it seeks to enhance the girls' creativity, aesthetic sense, expressions, and communication. Okay? Kaya hindi naman po requirement na dapat skilled sa arts, yung magaling mag-drawing. But when we say art kasi, there are different aspects of arts kasi na pwede nating itap. Hindi lang naman sa pag-drawing o sa pag-color. Okay, we have to know our girls and saang part sila ng art mag-level up or mag-excel. Okay? Yan. Challenge of the world community. Ano ba to? It unfolds the wider world to the girl. So we may be the Girl Scout of the Philippines, but that doesn't mean that we will just stay here. We have to widen our view. Kaya yun yung challenge of world community. It's not only the Philippines, but we have another countries na pwede nating makilala. Okay? Ayan po. So those are the 8-point challenge. Tandaan po natin yung 8-point challenge natin, ha? Ang una nga po natin, challenge of spirituality and well-being, challenge of the environment, challenge of family life, challenge of economic self-sufficiency, challenge of preparedness, challenge of heritage and citizenship, challenge of the arts, mamaya tanongin ko kayo, ha, and challenge of the world community. Ayan, at least we have the idea. As you go along kasi, as you continue Girl Scouting, mas magiging deeper yung understanding natin with these challenges. Kaya kung gusto niyo pong marami, continue lang. Okay, next up is our badge work. So kanina napahapyawan din po ito. So badge work. Ano ba yung nakikita nating word dyan sa badge work? May nakikita po ba kayong iba pang word? Ano ba yung nakikita niyong word? Dyan sa isang word na yan. Badge, yes. Oo nga. Work, o diba? Very good, Tita Abelina. Ano pa? Doon po sa word na badge work. Ano pong words ang pwede nating mabuo sa word na badge work? Diba? Meron tayong, yes, age. Yan. So, tama po yung mga sinabi ninyo. Yan, badge. Yung badge, ito yung mga, katulad ng sinabi kanina, ito yung mga nakukuha ng mga bata. Yung mga talagang pag marami yan, marami akong activities. Mga ganon. We have the work. Tama. Ang laki na nga naman, may work dyan, di ba? Siyempre, for you to get the badge, you have to work. And yung age, for different age level, meron tayong different activities. Yan, galing-galing. Tapakan natin. Ayan. So that is the badge work. So the girls are encouraged to participate in different Girl Scout program. Okay? Kung alam ko lang siguro nung high school pa lang ako na may badge work ba nung tinatawag. Baka ngayon nakakumot na ako ng badge ko, diba? Kaso lang hindi. Ang alam ko lang kasi dati sa Girl Scouting is all about camping. Yun lang, mag-camp ka, matulog ka sa tent, Girl Scout ka na. Yun yung alam ko. Hanggang sa just like you, we've also undergone basic training course. Talagang ganun pala yun. Ganun yung aking reaction. Ayan. Okay. So badge work is a process where girls carry out the different scout program, keep the Girl Scout promise and law while doing the activities, acquire values, knowledge, and skills, and are presented badges as symbols of their achievements and readiness for service to others. Okay, sa bawat activity natin, sa bawat ginagawa natin, there is an equivalent badge. Okay, kaya if you see some girls na ang daming nakadikit dyan, it means marami na yan napuntahan or marami na silang ginawang activity. Every time I joined the national camp, nakikita ko talaga kung sino yung may mabibigat na badge na sash, na minsan dalawa na yung sinusuot nilang sash. Maybe because they are very, very proud of their achievements. Kaya yan, makikita nyo kung sino na yung marami na attendant. Okay. Ayan. So, girls are given choices in doing badge work. Ayan. Of course, hindi ito, kumbaga, we still give choices. Paano nila i-accomplish ang kanilang badge? Kung pwedeng alone, kung gusto mong maging alone, pwede naman. With a buddy, pwede. With a cluster or patrol, pwede. With a troop, pwede rin. And with interest groups. Okay, ayan yung mga pinapartner natin ng mga barangay. Kung gusto nyo mag-badge work with your kapitbahays, pwede. With your friends, pwede po yun. Okay? So, may choices ang mga bata natin how they will accomplish this badge work. Okay, hindi lang tayo focus, dapat ganito sa patrol natin, ganito. No, they have a lot of choices kung paano nila gagawin yun. Maybe let's teach them to choose kung saan sila mas comfortable and mag-excel. Doon tayo magsisimula para mas ma-boost yung confidence nila at yung galing nila. Okay? Ayan. Of course, there is a process. Lahat naman may process. Paano nga ba ang process ng badge work? Hindi basta-basta na lang, sige, activity tayo. No. Of course, we have to follow the process. I admit once before, badge, gusto ko ng badge. Ito activity, gawin nyo to. Ganun yung ginagawa ko dati kasi nga medyo excited. Hindi naman medyo. Excited ka. Ganito ang gagawin ko. Gusto ko ng maraming badge. But I've learned that meron palang process. Okay? So, how are we going to do this? Of course, you have to prepare the girls. Okay, prepare the girls. Sino ba yung mga isasama mo for badge work? Sinong patrol, sinong troop? Okay, of course, next that is planning for the badge work. For the planning of the badge work, in my case, I would share our strategy actually in our school is we actually ask the girls before what they really want, what activities they really want. Kasi if tayo lang ang magpa-plan, there is a tendency or might na hindi nila magustuhan yung activity or hindi yun magtatap ng kanilang full potential. Kaya mas maganda yung tinatanong natin yung girls natin. Ano ba talagang gusto nila? Anong gusto nyong ganda batches? Of course, after planning, you have to apply it already. Okay, apply na natin ano na yung gagawin nila. And next is monitor the progress of work. It's not just a one-time, big time, ito gawin nyo na. Dapat naka-monitor pa rin tayo. Para alam natin, sabi nga na, nasa tamang landas pa ba tayo? Mga ganyan. Okay? Isa yun sa mga, siguro, talagang work natin as a future troop leader, na talagang dapat nakatingin kayo or naka-monitor kayo dun sa ginagawa ng mga girls ninyo. Okay? Next is the test work. Okay? Ayan. So, titingnan nyo na yan kung ano ba, tama ba yung ginawa nila? Diba? Yan. Parang yung mga ginagawa lang natin sa school. Planning, applying, evaluation, parang ganun. Okay. And next, after nyo magawa ang badge, of course, you have to make a report to apply and secure your badges. Meron po yung parang report na gagawin para yun po ipapasa natin sa council. Papasa mo natin sa council para makakuha po tayo ng badge. Pag meron na tayong badge, pag tapos na, na-apply na natin and na-secure na natin, of course, we have the presenting the badges term. Ayan, i-present natin yan sa mga bata. Oh, congratulations, mga ganun. Okay, ganun po siya. And of course, wearing of the badges. Before, lagi ko nakikita yung mga estudyante ko. Nagtatahi yan sila. Bago mag-start yung camp namin, nagtatahi yung mga bago nilang badge. Tinatahi na nila yan. Okay, so that's the process. Okay? So matrabaho ba? Okay lang yan. Ganyan talaga ang buhay. Pero you know, when you're doing the badge work with the kids, with the girls, it's really satisfying. Lalo na pag nag-exchange kayo, nag-brainstorming kayo, it's really a good feeling. Okay. Kasi it's not one-way learning eh. Both parties are learning. Natututo kayo sa kanila, natututo rin sila sa atin. Siguro it's a very good experience for us na because we are from Philippine School for the Deaf. So it's one way. Itong badge work help us to understand the deaf culture. Kung saan talaga nanggagaling ang mga estudyante namin. So might as well it will work on you because we have different ages kasi. Magkaibang age natin sa mga bata natin. Kaya alam niyo, mas magandang alam natin para yung side nila at alam nila ang side natin. Okay, so that is our badge work. Okay, ayan. Reminders. Badges are not awards or incentives, but symbols of the values, knowledge, skills, and acquired. They stand for what happens to the girls who carry out the Girl Scout program. Okay, we have to instill the value that we're not doing this to just get the badges. There is a deeper meaning of doing this Girl Scout program. Dapat ma-instill yan sa puso nila. Ano ba yung ginawa nila? Dapat naintindihan nila every challenge na ginagawa nila. Okay? Ayan. So, ito yung mga, ayan, marami tayong different badges. Ayan, badges for twinklers, sa mga babies natin, medyo malalaki yung kanilang mga square, ang kanilang tawag dito badges. Yan itsura niyan. Yan, for stars, medyo malalaki din, at may star. Ayan, para hindi natin makalimutan na sila ay star. For juniors, ayan. Basta for mga lower, mga elementary, medyo malalaki pa ang kanilang badges. For seniors, medyo maliit na. Siyempre, yung mga seniors natin, mga bida-bida, parami yung mga activities, di ba? As they go high school, mas marami yung activities. Kaya mas maliliit, para siguro mas maraming malalagay. Ayan, mas slim ang kanilang mga badges. Ayan, for cadets, ayan, pinalaki ulit nila. Yan yung mga itsura ng badges natin. Ayan, of course, this 5H level handbooks will help you to understand more the level that you are handling. Before, nung bago pa lang ako, pakiramdam ko, parang na-achieve ko na ang lahat pag meron akong ganyang mga libro. Ayan, masaya siya basahin kasi ang dami-dami mong natutunan. You will still have the aha moments pag nagbabasa ka ng ganito. Of course, even as na trainers, we still have to go back. Kasi baka may nakalimutan kami, lagot kami kay tita. Mga trainers namin, kailangan namin matandaan lahat ng tinuro nila. Ayan. Yan, sa twinkler, sa star, sa junior, ayan. Ayan, sa senior, at sa cadet. Ayan. Ayan, of course, para sa atin, meron yan, Troop Leaders Manual. Nandyan yung mga dapat natin tandaan as a troop leader of bawat age level. Okay? Okay, pwede bang makakita ng thumbs up, smile, kung meron pa ba akong kausap? Di po? Buhay pa po ba tayo? Ayan, maraming salamat po. Yung mga gustong mag-cheer, gusto niyo bang mag-cheer? Ayan. So, ayan. Twinkler. Ayan. Yan po. Senior, mga troop leaders na doon. K-Bet. Ayan. Ayan, my favorite part. Favorite. Okay, so, yan na. We've come here, the Girl Scout of the Philippines and WAGs. Ano nga ba ang meaning ng WAGs? Parang kanina binanggit yan. Ano po ang meaning ng WAGs? WAGs. Ano po? Sige nga po, pwede po.
Girls. World Association of Girl Guides and Girl Scouts.
Wow! Palakpakan po natin. Talagang ano. Maraming salamat po. Narinig ko po kayo kasi hindi ko po nakita yung pangalan niyo. Ayan, maraming salamat po sa pagsagot sa akin. May kausap pa ako. Ayan. So, it's World Association of Girl Guides and Girl Scouts. Ayan. And of course, we're going to talk about the special programs. Diba? Sa Girl Scout, may special. Ayan. Okay. The first special program na i-discuss natin is the Chief Girl Scout Medal Scheme. Okay. Thumbs up please kung sino na po ang nakarinig ng Chief Girl Scout Medal Scheme. Sige. Sino na? Or baka po meron isa sa atin dito na dating Chief Girl, hindi dati, na naging Chief Girl Scout. Okay. Okay. Ayan. Pwede po mag-type. Ayan. So, Chief Girl Scout Medal Scheme. When we say Chief Girl Scout Medal Scheme, it is designed in the year 1975, which highlights the Girl Scout role in nation building. And her exemplified by the Chief Girl Scout and her distinguished leadership and vital contribution to the nation. So under the GSP Charter Executive Order 267, the woman president of the Philippines or the First Lady shall be the Chief Girl Scout of the Philippines. Ayan. And in additional po, Chief Girl Scout is the highest award that a Girl Scout can receive here in the country. Okay, Chief. Ayan. So the Chief Girl Scout in the past, ayan. Of course, we have the former President Corazon Aquino, Mrs. Corazon R. Gonzalez, Mrs. Imelda R. Marcos, Mrs. Amelita M. Ramos, Mrs. Luisa P. Ejercito, and former President Gloria M. Arroyo. Ayan yung mga past Chief Girl Scout natin. Okay? The Chief Girl Scout Medal Scheme is continuing incentive that senior and cadet Girl Scout can aspire for as they become actively involved in the community and nation building. Okay? It emphasizes the Girl Scout leadership, perseverance, sense of responsibility. She is judged according to her individual ability and leadership capabilities. So nandun na talaga, makikita mo talaga yung the word responsibility and leadership. Okay? So a girl working on the scheme is free to choose the project she wishes to undertake in any of the following areas. Okay, our girls can choose from these areas po. Ano ba yung gusto nilang gawin sa pagiging Chief Girl Scout? We have the ecology, of course. From ecology, it's more on environmental concerns. Okay? Pwede yan. Yung mga plantito-plantita natin dyan, na merong kapwa plantita sa mga girls, you can do this. Health, of course, health and wellness ng mga bata. This is very timely also because we are now experiencing the post-COVID era time. Ayan. We also have the livelihood, teaching the different communities about livelihood to earn extra income. We have the cultural heritage, okay, focusing on the citizenship, culture of our of Filipinos. Ayan. So in our council, we already have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think we have 8 Chief Girl Scout produced already. We have 1 from East, 2 from West. 1 from West, and we have 5 from Philippine School for the Deaf. Ayan. Yan po. Kaya, gawa. Pag naging troop leader na pa, pag official troop leader na po kayo, go, Chief Girl Scout na tayo. Para every year, mga 10 ay produce natin. Okay, pero po, Chief Girl Scout, when I first heard Chief Girl Scout when attending BTC, my initial reaction was, ay, madali lang pala. 1 year. Pero nung ginagawa na po namin, naiyak siya. Hindi pala ganun kadali. But you know, you will really enjoy. Kasama mo sa pag-iyak yung bata. But you know, the fruit of your work will definitely take away all those pain, all those tears na naranasan nyo. Okay? So, yan. Sana from this batch, marami tayong ma-produce na Chief Girl Scout in the near future. Okay? Ayan. Hindi ba? Dito. Next po is the Pilar Hidalgo Lim. Ayan. Troop Achievement Award. Ang pinapangarap ng aking butihing kaibigan na si Lizette Coronado. Kaya natin to, sis. Okay. Well, Pilar Hidalgo Lim Troop Achievement Award. Ayan. What is this award? Okay, so Pilar Hidalgo Lim Troop Achievement Award was conceptualized in 2000 to encourage Girl Scout troops. Kanina sa Chief Girl Scout, isa lang po yun with just working group. Dito po, it's a troop. The troop has to work together, okay? Sorry. It exemplified the Girl Scout promise and law by becoming a proactive community development. Okay? So, ang focus nitong Pilar Hidalgo Troop Achievement Award is the community development. Doon na. Kung paano ba natin matutulungan ang ating paligid, ang ating community. Okay? This award is open to all registered junior, senior, and cadet Girl Scout troops. Reminders, troops that planned, implemented, and sustained a community development project for the period of 1 year. Okay? Ayan. So, ngayon siguro maganda tong project. When I was nasa BTC, habang ini-explain tong special program, kung ano-ano na rin pumapasok sa isip ko na projects. Sa sobrang dami, ayun. Chief Girl Scout na siya. Okay? So, ngayon pa lang actually mapapaisip kayo, ano kayang magandang project? Ano kayang magandang gawin? Because it's really an exciting project and yung knowing na makakatulong kayo sa isang community is very satisfying and napakasaya pong napaka-rewarding ng mga projects po na ito. Okay, so that is Pilar Hidalgo Troop Achievement Award. Okay, the Magic Spot Project. May Magic Spot Project. Bakit magic? Yes, that's correct. Actually, Tita Nina, luha ng kaligayahan at feeling accomplished. Nasa tricycle po ako nung sinabi ni Tita Nina na nakuha namin ang Chief Girl Scout. Tinitingnan ako ng driver, bakit ako umiiyak. Nakakatawang mga eksena kasi very unexpected po. Ayan. Especially na syempre deaf yung hawak namin. Buti na lang nadinig kami. Thank you po. Ayan. So let's go to Magic Spot Project. Isa rin sa mga nagpaiyak sa mga troop leaders ng Pasay Council. So ano ba tong Magic Spot Project? Ayan, Magic Spot Project is a triennial program opportunity for the troop to work in partnership with the community to convert an eyesore area into a beautiful spot. Okay. So, kung may nakikita tayong mga area na parang kailangan ng makeover, doon po papasok ang Magic Spot Project. Meron po tayong isang tita dito na mahilig maglibot sa buong Pasay. Ayan, kaya nakakakita siya ng mga eyesore area. Ayan. So, maganda nga yun. Maganda rin pala na, na dulot ng mga paglilibot mo. Kasi talagang mapapaisip ka. When we've learned about this Magic Spot Project, lahat na lang na makita naming dingding. Uy, pwede yung Magic Spot na yun. Yung mga ganong experiences, parang na-innate nyo na gusto ko mag-Magic Spot. Ayun, madumi yung wall doon. Ayun yung ganon. So, ayun. Pag may nakita kayo sa area nyo na pwedeng gawing Magic Spot, grab nyo na, okay? Ayan, these are the examples of Magic Spot. Ayan. So, kunyari, yung dati, parang magulo yung hallway, itong daan. So, pwedeng yung pagandahin yan, planuhin ng mga girls kung ano ang gagawin nyo. Example is, I don't know po, yung sa malapit sa Pives, kay Tita Leia Marcelo, and also the walls in Galvez po, naging part po yan ng Magic Spot natin. And of course, we got also an award for that. Kaya congratulations sa mga Magic Spotters natin. Okay, ayan. Magagaling mag-spot ng mga lugar. For sure, marami po sa inyo ang gusto nyong mag-Magic Spot. Okay. Kung pwede lang i-Magic Spot ang bahay natin, bakit hindi? But it should be in a community po. Okay, kasi yun ang goal natin, is matulungan natin na i-turn yung community na yun into a beautiful place. From eyesore area to beautiful place. Kaya, isa po sa mga Magic Spotters natin, si Tita Nina po. Kaya, minsan parang gusto na namin pigilang maglakad si Tita Nina dati. Ayan. Pero thank you po, kasi kundi dahil sa matang makilatis, wala tayong Magic Spot. Ayan. Next is, ayan, we have the Project Cherish. Okay, Cherish, ayan. It means something po. Children's help, enhanced, and rehabilitated in scouting hands. Ayan, ano ba tong Project Cherish? A project that seeks to bring assistance to all places where there are disadvantaged children and victims of circumstances. So when we say cherish, diba? To hold dear, to tend lovingly, to protect, to treasure, to shield, to support, or to hold in high esteem. Okay? Especially with this disadvantaged children, they need to be cherished. Okay? Maghahanap tayo ng isang lugar na pwede natin itong gawin, or grupo. We had this before, the Project Cherish, we went to a institution where naka-house yung mga girls who are victims of abuse. So yun, isa sa mga inano namin. Pag ginawa niyo itong Project Cherish, isa sa siguro reminders is tibay ng loob. Kasi you wouldn't know, or yung mga unexpected na makikita mo doon sa mga institution is parang heartbreaking, na bakit, kumbaga you will ask yourself, bakit nangyari yun? Parang ganun. So as tayo mga troop leaders, tayong mga Girl Scouts is a very good group of people to support this the children and victims of circumstances. Okay? So in Girl Scouting, parang lahat ng parte ng buhay mo, lahat ng parte ng parang matatouch talaga sa lahat ng mga ginagawa nyo. Ayun. Marami kayong matututunan actually. Okay, next is ayan. Yan, we have the 7 cherish concerns: health and hygiene, recreation, nutrition, and food distribution, sanitation, values education, arts and crafts, literacy. Ayan. So, nung ginawa namin dun sa institution is arts and crafts. Para ma-divert yung yung depression na nangyayari, or nararamdaman nila. You know, 'di ba? Sabi nga nila, arts can really help in somehow feel okay. We know naman na hindi magiging totally okay, but somehow even just a day, even just no, for a month ng program na yon is matulungan naman sila, maramdaman na they are being cherished, that there is a group na pwede pa palang mag-cherish sa kanila. Okay? Ayan, iyak siya. Okay, next is Project Cherish. Next, here. Tulong Bata, Girl Scout Service Project for Evacuee children. Ayan. It is a timely integrated service project for the evacuee children that will take care not only their physical needs, but also their mental, social, recreational, economic, and spiritual well-being. Ayan. Ano ba tong, ito. Ayan. Yung Tulong Bata po, ang focus nito is yung, of course, Tulong Bata in yung mga nasa evacuation center. I think, if you remember Typhoon Ulysses po, so the Girl Scout Pasay, actually, nagtulong-tulong. Nakakatuwa po kasi thank you sa mga troop leaders natin, sa mga tita. Kasi ang nabuo po nating donation that time, nakuha natin donation with the help of our SCPB that time, ay 4 na van po ng donations. So yung nakapartner po namin, kasi mahilig po ako umakyat ng bundok, so meron ako nakapartner na private na mountaineering group na pupunta ng Cagayan, and then yung mga nakwala po natin in partnership with them, ay nakarating po not only in Cagayan that time but also in Rizal province. So dalawa po ang napuntahan ng mga nakalap ng Pasay Council. Kaya thank you so much po. Sobrang anlaking tulong nun, and sobrang sarap sa pakiramdam kasi hindi rin namin na-expect kasi everyone naging victim ng Ulysses. Kumbaga kahit dito sa atin sa NCR na tayo sa Ulysses, but with the help ng mga troop leaders, ng mga bata, kahit na bawal tayo lumabas that time, still nakakalap tayo ng ganun kadami. Ayan, kaya na-problema pa yung partner natin sa sila kukuha ng sasakyan kasi nga sobra-sobra yung parang kulang yung sasakyan na handa nila para sa mga donations natin. Kaya yan. So Tulong Bata, ayan. So pag may mga ganito po, yung mga evacuee children. Next is the SEED, Scouts Entrepreneurial Endeavor for Development, a special program with activities that will help the girls develop interests, skills, and abilities to manage a small business. Actually, itong SEED, it will also help you po na kunyari may project kayo, kunyari sa Chief Girl Scout or sa Pilar Hidalgo Magic Spot, and medyo talagang isa sa mga challenge dyan is the fundraising. You can use this pong program, the SEED. Before, ang ginawa namin, syempre wala rin kami mapagkunan para sa Chief Girl Scout or for other for other programs. Nagbebenta po ang mga bata ng siomai, nagbe-bake sila, tapos syempre sa teachers din ibebenta. Para kahit pa paano may pamasahe sila papunta doon sa institution na sinusuportahan nila, or pag may gusto silang outreach program, ganito po yung ginagawa nila. And it's very effective. Kaya alam ko ang ibang schools ginagawa din po yun, and it's really a big help sa atin. Okay, Young Scouts Entrepreneurial Endeavor for Development. Yan, benta-benta tayo para may gagamitin tayo sa mga special programs natin. Okay? Next is, SAVER, Service Auxiliary Volunteer for Emergency and Relief. So it is a special service program undertaken by a team of Girl Scout and non-Girl Scout volunteers organized to assist in fact-finding, communication, referrals, and relief operations in times of emergency. Okay, so mostly ang ginagawa nandito yung mga Girl Scout na members din ng Red Cross. Diba? Para mas maging maganda yung savers natin. Last time po, when we had activity in our school, we invited different schools po. Nung pwede pang lumabas, pumunta yung iba't ibang school sa school namin. Tapos doon po nakapartner namin ang autism awareness group, parang ganun. So sila yung grupo na po yun, advocating for the wellness of autism. Sila yung nagturo sa mga girls natin ng hands-on po talaga, CPR, mga ganon. Tapos mga basic first aid na parang may kunyaring gumuho, anong gagawin nila, mga ganun po. And the girls are very excited kasi nga syempre it's not all about parang discussion, but sila mismo parang naging rescuers. Ayan. So we can still do that. Sana in the near future pag everything is okay na. Okay, ano ba to? Composition of Saver team. A minimum of 12 members and a maximum of 45 members. Ayan, madami. There should be 2 adult Girl Scouts as team advisors accredited by the council. The proportion of Girl Scout to non-Girl Scout members is 2:1. Ayan. Ayan. Kaya ngayon pa lang, siguro meron din ditong advisor ng Red Cross. Pwede nyo take advantage po yung position nyo na yun to create a saver team. Kasi, of course, mas maganda yung mga connection ng mga troop leaders or mga batang na nakafocus na rin sa rescuing or mga basic first aid in creating this saver team. Ayan. So, kanina, yung inano natin, we're done with the special programs. We are now in World Association of Girl Guides and Girl Scouts. Ayan. So what are this? So we have this free being me. Okay, so empowering body confidence and self-esteem. Yan, free being me is a partnership between the Dove and the World Association of Girl Guides and Girl Scouts. Okay, it is one-of-a-kind program with fun and interactive activities about body confidence and self-esteem. So it aims to empower participants to make difference in their local and global communities. So this is parang one of the napakagandang program ng Girl Scout and ng WAGs kasi it talks about body confidence and self-esteem. Especially now in our generation where media is very, there are some parts of the media na iba yung definition ng ganda, iba yung definition ng ganito. So there are girls or there are some individuals na they don't feel confident with themselves. So this free being me, nung nakita ko tong program na to, sabi ko, ay, perfect. Kasi maraming bata, there are a lot of girls silently suffering from body shaming na nawawala yung esteem nila, self-esteem at saka body confidence. Okay? Ayan. So, who can take part? So, any girl guide, Girl Scout group, girl only, or boys and girls mix, ages, 7 to 14 years old. Ayan. Yan yung free being me badge. Yan. Kaya ang ganda niyan pag nandiyan. Yan yung makukuha ng bata natin once they take part of it. Okay. So, we have the activity packs. Itong activity packs na ito, nandito yung mga pwedeng mga gawin for free being me program. Yan siya. Okay. And part of the free being me program is the action on body confidence. So it consists of activities which equip young people with skills to identify the biggest body confidence issues in their lives and to design take action project which make positive changes to the world around them. Okay, I see different councils talaga na nagpo-post about action on body confidence and it feels so great to see young women na parang talagang nag-voice out ng kanila about kanilang nararamdaman or ng kanilang idea when it comes to body confidence and self-esteem. Okay? Next po. So, ABC badge or the action body confidence activities can be done alongside the free being me, which will continue to reach young people around the world. Together, both of these programs will help young people to create a world free from appearance-related anxiety, where girls are free to be themselves. Okay, a very, very good program of WAGs and Girl Scouts. Okay, ayan po yung badge ng ABC. Ayan. Next is Stop the Violence. Speak out for the girls' right. Okay, violence against women has been an issue ever since. Diba? Because sabi nga nila, weak daw weak daw ang mga girls. So, this program, the Stop the Violence, the WAGs launched the global campaign Stop the Violence, Speak Out for the Girls. This campaign supports girls and young women to use their voice to create a global movement to end violence. Okay. Kahit na ngayon na ang dami-daming women's days, mga program to stop the violence, there's still parts of this world na hindi nawawala yung violence sa women. Okay, kaya itong program ng WAGs and DOG, building from a whisper to a shout. Girls need to talk, join together, inspire the action around the world. Okay? Yeah. So yung mga international program natin are, the goals are really good. Okay, Voices Against the Violence curriculum. So this is in partnership with UN Women. So non-formal education and co-educational. Ayan. Ano yung 5 parts ng curriculum natin? We have the Leader's Handbook, Early Years. Ayan. Katulad ng natin, the 5 to 7 years old, Younger Years, 8 to 11, Middle Years, 12 to 16, older. So in here, we have the 6 sessions. Start, think, identify, support, speak out, take action. Okay, this 6 session is very important kasi, diba, when we have program, any program naman, dapat ang pinakawala niyan is take action. Kasi sometimes there are hindrances na natitigil tayo dun sa support. Kaya this 6 sessions, maganda yung hanggang take action matapos natin. Okay? And also, the girl-powered nutrition. Yan, mga GPN. Okay, so hunger, a world challenge na talaga, hindi lang dito sa Philippines but also to other parts of the country, world. So Girl Powered Nutrition is a joint partnership program of WAGs and Nutrition International of Canada. Ayan. Ayan. Yan sa Canada. Ayan. Next. Okay. So Girl-Powered Nutrition aims to improve knowledge and awareness of nutritional needs and dietary practices among girls in their communities. Okay. Ano ba yan GPN badge na yan? Curriculum. 6 to 19 years old, Girl Scout. Younger, middle, and older. 4 sessions as nutrition action. And another. So this po is, di ba, it focuses on the, sa nutrition ng mga girls natin. And also, part of it also the hunger. Ayan, na issue. So another WAGs program, the Youth and United Nations Global Alliance, so the YUNGA. So this is created to generate collaborative initiatives between United Nations agency and other organizations and civil society organizations working with children and young people. This is a gateway to assist the engagement of youth and in activities of key environmental and social concerns at the national
Recording
and
stopped.
International
Recording
level.
in progress.
Ayan. This program is 6 to empower children and young people to have greater role in society, support UN-related activities, raise awareness, and be active agents of change. Okay, its numerous partners are working on a number of thematic areas, including agriculture, biodiversity, climate, climate change, energy, forest, food security, hunger, nutrition, oceans, water, and Millennium Development Goals. Ano ba yung mga, yan. So, may makikita nyo rin po yung mga badges na yan pag naka-attend sila ng mga activity. Ayan. So, develop in collaboration with United Nations Agency, civil society, and other organizations. Ayan po. Yan po yung mga badge natin. We have the agriculture. So, yung mga focuses na issues and concern. National issues and concern. Okay, we also have the SDGs or the Sustainable Development Goals. Ano ba ito? Okay, and so in 2018, the WAGs launched programs centered on the United Nations Millennium Development Goals. We have the, yun nga, number 1, hunger. Number 2, primary education. Number 3, gender and equality. Number 4, reduce child mortality. 5, maternal health. 6, the HIV, AIDS, yan, malaria, and other diseases. 7, ensure environmental stability. And the last one is to develop global partnership and development. Yan. So sabi nga, together we can change our world. Kung narinig nyo na isa nating kantang We Change the World ni Melinda Carroll, diba? It really talks about change. Global Action Team raises awareness of the MDGs throughout our international movement and supports our member organizations project on developmental issues. Okay? Yun. Diba? Ang pinaka talagang motto-motto dito is ng ating girls all around the world is together we can change the world. Diba? Basta sama-sama, kaya natin yan. Okay? One of the key educational resources produced to support the GAP is the badge curriculum. Okay, this is for women aged 5 to 24 years old. Hindi na siya pasok. Developed with the seed funding from UN Millennium Campaign, it encompasses an activity pack of over 100 exciting and informative activities. Ayan. And so progress towards MDG is monitored through a set of 21 measurable and time-bound targets. It expires in 2015, and the next set of global goals known as SDG was adopted in September 2020. Expiration. Okay, the world leaders have committed to 17 global goals to achieve 3 extraordinary things in the next 15 years. And extreme poverty, fight inequality and injustice, fix climate change. Okay, yan yung tatlo na extraordinary things. Mahirap, pero kung sama-sama, kaya natin yan. Okay, ano nga ba yung 17 global goals? No poverty, no hunger, good health, quality education, gender equality, clean water and sanitation, clean energy, good jobs and economic growth, innovation and infrastructure, reduce inequalities, sustainable cities and communities, responsible consumption, protect the planet, life below water, life on land, peace and justice, partnerships for the goals. Ayan ang ating global goals. Okay? So tayo, slowly but surely, and we will be able to achieve these global goals. Okay, yan. Serve Smart and Badge. So Serve Smart, Navigation Intelligence. Ay, medyo German siya. Ayan. We also have the Games Go Global Badge. Ayan. Papayawan po natin. Ayan. Global Learning Online for WAGs. Ayan, GLOW. So it stands for Global Learning Online WAGs. It offers flexible access to online learning opportunities for all adult member. Okay, ayan, tayo na yun, adult member. We also have the iLead, a unique experiential and interactive leadership course. It provided through the award-winning e-learning platform Go. Since we do most of the things now online, so they have this free, open, and online learning to develop our skills, leadership skills. Okay, the Duke of Edinburgh International Award. So here we have four levels of award.
Miss Mariel,
We have the
sorry.
bronze, silver, and gold.
Mariel,
Yes,
Miss
po.
Mariel,
Yes, po.
sorry to interrupt ha. It's Duke of Edinburgh. Duke
okay
of
po.
Edinburgh.
Thank you, tita. Okay. Yeah.
Okay, welcome.
It's Duke of Edinburgh. Thank you, tita. Ayan, iba na ang may alam.
Kailangan paminsan-minsan maging ano tayo, French. Maging French.
Ayan. So, maraming salamat po. Ayan. Take note nyo.
In relation with this, Ms. Mariel, in relation to this, I would like to inform everyone that out of the 6 regions, the Central Luzon region was awarded the very first awardee of the Duke of Edinburgh Award sa Troop Leader in the person of Teresa of Mandaluyong City. So please listen very carefully because who knows, baka kayo sumunod kay Mr. Re na ma-awardan ng commemorative coin coming from Prince William. Okay. So for your information, si Mr. Re po ay just awarded yesterday with a commemorative coin coming from Prince William himself. So, ayun ang background doon sa Duke of Edinburgh. Thank you.
Thank you po. Ayan. So, Edinburgh. Okay, we have four levels of award. We have the bronze, silver, and gold. Ayan. So, may age po tayo dyan. For those over 14 years old, for silver, over 15 years old, and for girls, over 16 years old. Okay? Ayan. There are 4 sections of the award. We have the service, skills, physical recreation, adventurous journey, and yan. But for the residential project, for gold level only. Actually, meron, alam ko, application to. Pwede nyo siyang i-download na app from App Store or from Play Store. And they have the information there. Kasi dinownload ko siya minsan. Kasi sabi, maganda yan, i-download mo, sali ka. Ayun, so download nyo. There are a lot of information about the Duke of Edinburgh Award. Yan. Ayan, yan po yung award, certificates, and pins. Yan. Kung gusto nyo po makita si Prince William, download na. So, ayan po tayo. Award, certificates, and pins. Yan po yung itsura niya. Actually, ayan. Next po. For the Catholic Girl Guiding in the Philippines. So, it's an international Catholic conference of guiding Philippines. So, it is a network of Catholic girl guides within the World Association of Girl Guides and Girl Scouts that was created as a conference in 1965. So it was established by 20 organizations belonging to WAGs. So it was recognized as an international Catholic organization by the Holy See. So the ICCG keeps regular contact with the dicasteries of the Holy See in connection with the daily routine. So it based its action on the fundamental principle of guiding movement, as expressed in the original promise and law established by its founder, Robert Baden-Powell, supported by the WAGs, and the principles contained in the Catholic Letter of Guiding. Yeah. The first time I saw the Catholic Girl, yung bago pa lang ako sa National Campus siya na nakita yung group na yun. Ayan. Catholic Girl Guide. Ayan. So what is Catholic Girl Guiding, ma'am? So the beginning of Catholic Girl Guiding in the Philippines. So ICCG accepted GSP as a member organization of Organization of Catholic Girl Guiding launching. Mission, aims, membership, and implementing guidelines. So, ayan po. Yan siya. Ay, si Pope. Ayan po. Yung what is Catholic Girl Guiding? So, path. Guiding is based upon the play, the action, the project, the adventure. Going to the heart of the human experience is to take the path that leads to the heart of faith. Okay. So, katulad nga, Girl Guiding is about the heart of faith. So, paano ba nagsimula to? So, the Girl Scout of Philippines was accepted nga into the ICCG. So, the world meeting was held from 25th to 30th of June 2015 at Villa Aurelia in Rome. So, it was highlighted by the private audience granted by His Holiness Pope Francis on 26th of June 2015 to greet and bless each delegate at the Clementine Hall at Vatican Apostolic Palace. Ayan. So, on the picture, nandiyan po sila. Ayan. Cakes. So, same. So, when was the Catholic Girl Guiding launched in the Philippines? So, it was launched on 18 of September 2015 at Manila Cathedral, Intramuros, Manila. So what is the mission of the Catholic Girl Guiding? This is to support the Catholic members of the Girl Scout of the Philippines so that they may deepen their faith by living and sharing the gospel in the community where God is known, warmly received, and celebrated. Okay, yun po. Yan ang mission eh. Since majority of us parang Catholic, yan, maraming sumasali po siya. Okay. Yan. Yan po yung para sa report po ng Catholic Girl Guiding. Yeah. Next is, okay, now we're down after the international programs, we are now down to the Girl Scout ceremonies. Okay, ano ba yung mga seremonyas ng ating samahan? Sige, holding of ceremonies is one of the beautiful practices of Girl Scouting. Okay, totoo po yan. Ayan. So what does it provide? Okay, these ceremonies, it's a means of expressing feelings, values of friendship, patriotism, service, beliefs. It's a feeling of that being a Girl Scout is something special. A feeling of belongingness. That's really true. Being part of the big worldwide movement. And so ceremonies in Girl Scouting are used to, of course, honor special occasions, recognize accomplishment, begin or end an event in an activity. So ano ba itong mga to? We have 4 criteria of Girl Scout ceremonies. Tandaan natin to. It must be short, significant, solemn, and simple. Okay, ayan. Short, significant, solemn, and simple. Okay, ceremonies, pwede natin siyang gawin indoor or outdoor. Okay? Types of ceremonies, set ceremonies, and planned or made-up ceremonies. When we say set ceremonies, these are those which are fixed or already established. Okay? Pag sinabi naman nating planned or made-up ceremonies, are those designed and planned. Okay? Most ceremonies in Girl Scouting are planned, made up. Some planned, made-up ceremonies are built around a set ceremony. Okay. Okay. So how do we prepare or plan made-up ceremonies? So no required set of procedures, no forms, no hard and fast rules to follow. So each should have a beginning, a middle, and an end. Okay. Make it different each time. Use different music, poetry, posts, materials, and symbols. Okay, so what are these ceremonies in Girl Scouting? Of course, Investiture Ceremony. This is a solemn occasion where one is officially accepted as a member of the worldwide Girl Scouting movement. If you have witnessed already in your schools, yan yung mga formation tayo dyan. Mga horseshoe formation, mga ganyan. Kung saan nilalagay ng mga magulang. Saan nilalagay ng mga magulang yung etong scarf nila or nagpipin sila. Yan. Yun yung investiture ceremony. It's a formal, parang accepting sa mga bata sa movement natin. Okay? Okay. Consists of 3 essential elements. A girl or an adult joining for the first time makes a promise, di ba? Nakaganyan tayo. Hindi po nakaganyan. Ganyan tayo. Receives the investiture pin and is welcomed to Girl Scout movement. Ayan. Next is may be held indoors, pwedeng sa church, sa troop meeting place, ayan, or around the campfire or any beautiful setting. Okay? It may be carried out in several ways. So we have this color ceremony or a candle lighting may be part of the investiture. Okay? Yun yung mga batang may hawak po silang candle, and each color of the candle is represented by something po. Maybe mayroon pong minimemorize sa mga bata. Okay. Tips for the troop leaders. See it that every member know every part of the ceremony and her own participation in it. Try not to make the ceremony too gravely solemn. The occasion must be happy and relaxed, one for the girls. Yes. Minsan kasi pag may pag medyo na parang yung anxiety natin that it has to be perfect or let's just to be try to just relax and enjoy the ceremony. Okay? Well, everyone, lalo sa mga first-time troop leaders, parang you want everything to be perfect. But as you continue Girl Scouting, you will learn na dapat pala maging cool lang tayo. Kasi nape-pressure din yung girls natin pag tayo mga troop leaders ay medyo anxious sa bawat galaw nila. Okay? Make it memorable event where each girl feel she is an individual and important. It should mark a milestone in her life. Okay, mass investiture is not advisable. A person is invested only once in her Girl Scout life. Yung mga susunod po ay rededication na yun. Okay. Okay, color ceremony, a way of showing our reverence and respect for the flag of the Philippines. Often used to open or close meetings, events, service projects, and other Girl Scout celebration. Hallmark of color ceremony: dignity, precision, and formality. Okay? Ayan. So this is the color ceremony. Maybe outdoor or indoor. Meron po yung mga kailangan nating i-follow. It so happen lang na usually kasi pag BPC, kayo pong mga participants ay talaga kayo mismo yung nagko-colors for you to experience that. And sa una talaga medyo nakakalito talaga siya, but paghawak mo na kasi yung flag, tapos may mga ganyan-ganyan ka na, parang no choice ka na, kung hindi ka pwede magkamali. Kasi I know, dun sa mga kasabayan ko nag-training, isa to sa nakakatakot na part. Of course, you are handling the Philippine flag, and you cannot make mistakes. Kasi nga, this is our Philippine flag. And di ba kahit nung elementary tayo, nung mga bata tayo, when we're still studying, talagang ang turo sa atin ng teacher natin is you have to really take care of the Philippine flag. Kasi talagang you have to respect it. Ayan. Yan, color ceremony. Yan, tandaan po natin yung mga red na yan. Yung may hawak po ng flag, siya yung may parang sash. Yung mga, guards niya, dito sa gilid naman. Okay? And one of the really exciting part is the Campfire Ceremony. So one Girl Scouting activity that is peculiar to the movement. Yan, di ba yung mga tayo? Nakaupo tayo sa palibot ng fire. It gives a feeling of togetherness, meant to seal friendship, develop closeness, and camaraderie while learning from another. So must end in sober note to lull participants to good night's sleep and fond memories later years. Diba? It needs needs careful planning and preparation to maintain 4 criteria and draw out enthusiasm, patience, and imaginations for participants. It should include numbers that are fun, challenging, and educational and inspirational. Necessities, a theme to determine program content. Okay? Ayan. Campfire that leaves one with dreams to inspire, stories to tell, and music to sing. And doesn't just happen by accident. Okay? Di ba kinakanta pa nga yung campfires burning, yan. Hindi po campers burning ha. Meron po kasi, baka sinunog na natin yung mga girls. Campfires burning, ayan po. Yan, nakakatuwa lang po kasi. Minsan talaga nagkakamali tayo pag kumakanta tayo. Ayan, so campfire. Okay, yung presentation po. So yan, action songs, campfire songs lighting of the campfire, then campfire chat sharing or something new, and quieting songs. Tapos taps, yung para matatapos na po tayo. Ayan, speaking of patapos, wag po kayong mag-alala. Alam ko po yung iba ay gutom na. Malapit na po tayong matapos. Okay. Yung nga, pa-heart naman dyan kung tapos na, kung nandyan pa kayo. Ayan, salamat po. Ayan. Isa lang ang nag-heart. Huwag po kayo mali, matatapos na tayo. Ayun, ang daming heart. Salamat sa supporter ko. Thank you po. Okay. Scouts Own. Okay. Scouts Own is an inspirational occasion that fulfills a Girl Scout's basic need to express oneself in relation to the world about her. Okay. No fixed form, subject, time, or participants. Ayan. Remember po, in Scouts Own, should be long enough to develop your theme but short enough to hold everyone's attention to the end. Must be presented in an atmosphere of quietude, and places outdoors are usually chosen but can be held indoors and with a focal point tied with the theme. Okay? So usually naglalay tayo ng candle dyan. Paikot yan. Scouts Own. It's a very solemn po na ceremony natin. Okay? Okay. Now, other planned made-up ceremonies. Yeah. Escoda ceremony. So, of course, it is a ceremony to honor our founder. And usually po, sincelebrate natin siya in Girl Scout Week every September 20. So, yung meron po tayong Escoda Memento Fund na contributions are collected, and it's that form. Escoda Memento Fund. Okay, we also have Thinking Day. Hey, it's Thinking Day. Ayan. Observe every February 22. Malapit na. Commemoration of the joint birthday of the World Chief Scout and World Chief Guide. Kinship with girls in scouting all over the world is acknowledged, and contributions are collected for the Thinking Day Fund. Ayan. So, troop birthday. Ayan. Held to celebrate the registration date of the troop. Yan, tingnan nyo na. Kung pag nag-register kayo, tingnan nyo na yung mga birthday ng troop nyo para may isi-celebrate tayo. It's celebrated oftentimes with cakes, candles, and marked by paying a national dues or getting a new membership cards. Ayan, troop birthday. We also have the ceremony for presenting badges, just like what I've said a while ago. So it is held to present badges to the girls, troops. Local council representative is invited to confer the badges. And of course, the parent participation is often invited to witness the event. Mas masaya yan kasi yung mga parents very, very proud sila sa mga bata nila. And troop assembled in any desired formation or for large group may be seated, held in a hall or auditorium. Ayan. When more than one badge is to be presented, they may be attached to a ribbon or sash and pinned one motion. Girl Scout songs and cheers are in order since distinctly less formal. Yan. Marami kasi tayong Girl Scout song na pwede nating kantahin. Followed sometimes by a party. Yan. Parang siya celebration talaga. Okay, so preparing for an effective, memorable Girl Scout ceremony. Beware of being too sentimental. Yes, it's solemn, but we don't need to be too sentimental. Keep your ceremonies simple and short. Okay? If there are speeches, do not drag them. Avoid dullness by adding music and colorful, effective, simple settings to appeal to the ear and eye. If you have songs, make sure you know them. Ayan. If you have songs, make sure you know them. Okay? Kasi syempre nagtuturo rin tayo ng song sa mga bata eh. Try to have everyone present participate. Even the audience in some parts of the program, such as general song and salute to the flag. Yan po. Know the place from which your participant will enter. When and where each member stands. Yan. What are their parts? Dapat aware yung mga bata natin. Every uniform should be neat and participants should be well-groomed. Ayan po. Sa mga girls natin, dapat lagi tayo lalo pag formal po, nakatali. Kasi may mga girls na, syempre, uso-uso ang bangs ngayon. Yung nakaganyan ang bangs. Ayan. Let us let us remind them na dapat wala yung nakatali tayo as much as possible. Yung siguro kasi iba bagong ribbon kaya yung mga buhok na gano'n. Pero as much as possible po itali natin yung buhok natin or walang buhok sa muka. At ang mga uniform po kasi minsan may nakikita tayong mga bata na siguro lumaki na sila, medyo naging mini skirt na yung kanilang uniform yan. Siguro it's time also for them to remind na okay, medyo pang office na yung kanilang pang corporate attire na yung kanilang uniform. Then it's time to change na rin po. Ayan. Para presentable pa rin ang mga girls natin. Not only for the girls but also for us. Okay? Make a careful preparation and practice the ceremony a couple. Yes po.
Again, may I interrupt?
Yes po.
There are some troop, alam mong ginagawa doon sa mga uniform na pinag-iitan. They called it a uniform bank. So pag hindi nakasya sa kanila, parang i-donate nila doon sa Girl Scout, parang Girl Scout troop nila. Tapos kung kanino magkakasya.
Yes, tita. Yeah, you can do that in our school. Actually, yung mga gumraduate po namin, akin na uniform nyo para maipamigay natin kasi syempre, especially in our situation right now po na hindi makabili yung mga bata. We ask yung mga gumraduate, hindi na kayo cadet, tita na kayo. Pahiram ako ng mga mga dati yung uniform. Ayan. Thank you, tita. Yes.
Magandang idea.
That's a very good practice po for us. Tawagan natin yung mga dati nating estudyante, mga girls na pwede nilang ipahiram yung Yan. Thank you, tita. Ayan. Para hindi po nagsisikipan yung mga yung mga tawag dito, mga uniform ng mga bata. Kasi yun yung madalas problema ng mga bata. Ma'am, anong susuotin? Sabi ko, official uniform. Ma'am, hindi na cash. Sige, ibaba na natin yan sa ibang grade. Ganon, yan. Yan. Thank you, Tita Angie. That's a very good practice nga naman. Okay. Ayan. Next is, ayun. So, yun po yung mga natin Continue the beautiful practice of holding Girl Scout ceremonies so that you can look back to more special memories in the future as a Girl Scout leader. Ayan. Let's all make very good memories. Ayan. Ayan. So, here, there is no teaching to compare with example. Diba? Let us, parang walk the talk. Okay. Tayo mga troop leaders ang modelo ng mga bata. Kumbaga sa atin sila nakatingin. So, and based na rin sa experience ko in handling GSP programs, let us always remember that we're doing this to serve our community and for us for incorporate or to share what we have learned and to inspire our girls and let us not do this only for recognition, or for promotion. Siguro mas maganda kung galing talaga sa puso natin yung mga gagawin natin. Okay, and let's work together, shared responsibility to achieve greater opportunities for our girls. And with that, I hope to work with you soon in different special programs and different activities of Girl Scout, no matter if it's virtually or not. And I hope these faces that I see on screen is we are going to work with you, and you will continue Girl Scouting. Ignite the fire in Girl Scout. Okay, and again, I am Tita Mariel, and thank you very much.
Yan. Okay, so thank you, Tita Mariel, for that very comprehensive discussion. Thank you. So let us give Tita Mariel a virtual clap. Ayan. Thank you po, Tita Mariel. Okay, so on behalf of the GSP Pasay City Council, allow me to thank the following. GSP Central Luzon Regional Director, Tita Angie Manalili, Tita Marilu Landicho, Credential Trainer and Commissioner on Training of Makati City. Thank you po, mga titas. Pasay City Council Board members headed by Tita Glenda Tabakirao, Pasay City Council Consultant Tita Nina Magbago, and syempre ang ating mga speakers. Thank you and congratulations po sa inyong lahat, Tita Mercury, Tita Joy, and Tita Mariel. Okay, next is our troop leaders, technical working group, and ang mga bida natin, ang ating mga participants. Okay, so congratulations po sa inyo. Natapos natin itong day 2 ng ating basic training course. Okay, announcement po for tomorrow's activities. So December 19, 2021. So tomorrow po start po tayo ng 1 o'clock p.m. to 5 p.m. po yan. So may reminders po ang ating mga troop leaders. Paki-send po sa Google Drive ang inyong mga Gmail and contact numbers. Okay? And yung attendance for today po mag-attendance po tayo. Yan po, Ma'am Mercury, meron pa po bang other announcement pa po?
Okay, kung may mga nakatapos na po ng pre-task nila, paki-submit na lang po dun sa Google Drive natin. Dahil po hindi masasendan sila tomorrow ng kanilang certificate kung hindi po nila na-accomplish yung pre-task activity. Ganon din po yung mga attendance. Dapat kompleto po from first day to hanggang bukas po. Yan, Tita
Noted
Lizette.
po, Tita Mercury. So with that po, see you all tomorrow. And keep us all safe. So, ingat-ingat po lahat.
Good afternoon.
Safe everyone.
Happy eating to everyone. Thank you, Tita
Happy
Angie and
eating.
Tita Malu.
Tita Nina.
Miss Mercury,
Apo,
pwede
tita.
mag-stay yung mga trainers for a
Ay,
while,
opo.
for a while.
Opo.
Thank you. All
Sige.
trainers, please.
Pwede na
Thank
pong
you.
mag-exit lahat ng participants. Salamat po.
Thank you rin po. Happy eating, everyone. Keep safe.
Thank you po.
Naiwan po ang TWG tsaka mga speakers po. Thank you.
Thank you po.
Okay na, Miss Mercury. Miss Merc, okay na? Wala nang participants.
Yes,
Wait,
Tita.
nag-out pa yung iba.
Meron pa. Opo.
Meron pa
Afternoon
po
na
dito.
pala, no?
For a while.
Good afternoon na. Medyo sumobra lang tayo ng 45 minutes. So,
Opo.
siguro by tomorrow, may iwasan na natin yan kasi nag-break ba tayo na nag-bladder
5 minutes
break?
po lang po, tita, after nung ano ko po, topic ko po.
Okay. So, siguro medyo baka nagkumain na sila ng snacks or ano. So, kaya lang ako nagpaiwan sa mga trainers. I would just like to congratulate each and every one of you for a start. Magandang starter nyo. And magandang mga topics, yung modulated voices ninyo. So, yun lang. Gusto ko lang kayong bigyan ng compliments kasi talagang you deserve naman talaga. And also, siguro by tomorrow, exactly 8 o'clock mag-start na ulit tayo. And I suggest mag-prepare tayo ng short reflection lang to start our day.
Opo. Tita Angie, bali 1 o'clock concert namin tomorrow. 1 to 5 po.
Okay.
Opo.
Ano tayo? Yun talaga original plan?
Opo.
Okay. So exactly 1 o'clock.
Opo.
Start. Ito just the same, magre-register sila. Mag-o-open kayo ng, kagaya kanina, 7:30. Mag-o-open kayo ng 12:30 tomorrow.
Opo, opo.
Okay. Yun lang. Thank you. And again, my congratulations. See you tomorrow.
Thank you, Tita Angie.
Thank you,
Thank you po,
Tita.
Tita Angie.
Nasa kabila. Nasa Quezon City siya. Kaya sabay kayo sabay na sabay. Kaya hindi siya nakasilip. Parang until tomorrow may session din siya. Pero baka sumilip siya tomorrow. So let's call it a day. Rest muna kayo and see you all tomorrow at 1 o'clock. Thank you.
Thank you, Tita Angie. Okay, happy lunch to all. Salamat.
Okay. Ang galing ni Lisette. Nandiyan ba si Lisette? Nag-out na.
Baka nagutom.
Nag-out na, bro.
Andito po, Tita Angie. Thank you po. Ako po ba yun?
Nag-out na kako, bro, ha? Congratulations, ha? Hindi nagbabago yung galing mo.
Thank you, Tita Angie. Kasi po, ano ko po kayo idol.
Ha?
Idol ko po kayo, ma'am.
O, tsaka pumayat ka, ha? Pumayat ka. Bagay
Thank you po. Thank you po, Ma'am Angie. Ako po ba yun?
Yeah, ikaw. Sige na nga. Alam ko gutom na kayo. See you all tomorrow. Happy eating.
Thank you po. Congratulations
Thank you
po sa lahat. Thank you.
Salamat, Tita Lisette. Paano
Thank you,
yan, Tita
TWD.
Lisette? Sino bukas ang MC? Ikaw pa rin? Parang hindi pwede yata si Tita Yang tomorrow. Tita Lisette? Naku, nagutom na si Tita Lisette. Nag-out na. Sige, iano ko na lang. Bye-bye. Sige na po.
Okay, bye.
Kain na tayo.
Kain na, Miss Mariel.
Thank you po, Tita.
Thank you. Job.